There we go. What's up, interweb? We back, man. We back. The fellas being here in a minute. You know it's a fight night tonight. Clank, my man Crawford and Aaron Spence is fighting tonight, man. So I'm trying to find, man. I was trying to make that I was gonna do this shit tonight, but I said no, we're gonna go with it because it's some nice news is out here. So I could start off, talk you out, shoot everybody out. Shout out to my man, my main man, Dev Mobile, always there for a brother. Always there for a brother, man. Shout out to my man Spotty. What's good with you, G? Because there's been a lot of shit that happened in the last 24 hours. I was like, because I was complaining. I was like, damn. I could have went to the homie house to go see it, but if I go over there, I don't know if I'm gonna make it back home. And I don't feel like sleeping on this couch because I want to be in my own bed. Then I could have cut it on Cody, but I didn't feel like grabbing another build. I got lazy, and then I had to cook. I cooked my world famous chili. I'm gonna show y'all a recipe on. I'm gonna show y'all what to put in your chili to make this shit bomb. Um, I'll send a picture on Twitter in a little bit. What's up with you, Vodka? My man Vodka in the building. Yeah, it's been a lot, man. It's been earthquakes been going on in the community these days, man. Hey, you know, there's people over here, you know what I'm saying, losing their mind. Shout out to my man Sega Forever and my man He Bought now they had me on their show this morning. I have them be up this morning. You know what I'm saying? I was feeling real good. I don't know, man. The doctor prescribed me some municipal gummies, and them things is done the world to me. I feel no pain. Even I came down, I feel no pain. So man, no anxiety, no nothing. I'm like a new person. I'm happy. I'm happy to destroy motherfuckers again. What's up with you, Sleepy? Sleepy Goblin in the building. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, I know people watching the fight and shit. I don't even put my phone on the motherfucking charge. Oh shit. Oh man. But yeah, man, I got on the medicinals, man. Them things is what I did it at work and I shouldn't have did it. What's up with you, Sid? He said, I'm getting my pop. I'm waiting on the fellas. So they're probably out in the street picking up my money. Um, oh, we won. There we go, the Dodgers. We needed that one. You know what I'm saying? But let's talk. We could talk about man. We could talk about it. Fuck it. I ain't got nothing else to do right now. We get into the real subjects of the homies come in. Uh, Good old kid Smooth. Now I saw what he saw. I saw it yesterday. I was at work. When y'all see me engaging on Twitter or something, that means I'm at the office. I have nothing to do. Zero to do. I saw it that morning and I really wanted to say something directly to him. I really gonna say I'm gonna sell your ass to Sony. That's what I saw. I saw Shane say this. I said, Shane, fuck it. Send his ass to Sony. So now he's all butt hurting shit. Talking about people then turned on him. What's up with you, Trey Bone? People then turned on him. Thing about it is, it's our fault. This motherfucker been delusional for the last up 10 years. That's our fault. Motherfuckers got fed up. That's what happened. Motherfuckers got fed up. You over there gave your, how the fuck you gonna give your own podcast to BG? Y'all know who BG is. Broken Games, Broken Domes. Broken Domes HD. You want to go ride with the ponies. You want to go ride with the same. I lost respect for you when you let Black Bond talk about your wife and your kids live on the interweb. and you went back and did a podcast with him the next week. No, I was done with you. I was gonna done with you. Because I would have been anybody that I know, see that man, he going up. He going up. He been crying and crying and crying. Motherfuckers got fed up. Gave that motherfucker say, hey, honey, can we get him? Yeah, get him. Eat him up. Tear his ass up. I don't care. Ain't hurting my feelings. Ain't hurting my feelings at all. But like I say, Philip called him a triple changer. He ain't a point, but he a triple changes. Whatever he needs, he's so fixed into this reality of YouTube and the interweb. His reality is gone. Like he needs attention. You should be on trying to get attention from your wife. I don't come on here and look for no attention. I don't even tell y'all motherfuckers when it's my birthday. Somebody else have to tell you. I'm not telling you I'm having a bad day. Now, motherfuckers, man, on top of motherfucker, I am gonna tell you. What you gonna do for it? How you gonna cure it? How you gonna cure it? Motherfuckers use this platform as like they friends, and they man, I met friends off of here. I met good friends off here, but that's a handful of people. I remember I used to be around everybody. I used to be one of the next gen's greatest hitmen. You can call me that, because anything anybody did to him, I'll give him the smoke right there. I'll beat him to the smoke. I was one of his greatest hitmen. I rolled with him. Thought we was brothers. Get on the phone and talk. Got crossed over. Somebody said that I was making memes that I still don't know how to make memes from this day. And then, I got turned on. You know what I'm saying? But it was fine. It was good. It was thing about it. It was an experience. They thought they killed me off. I went quiet for 2 weeks. And I said, y'all motherfuckers thought I was gone. No, I know how to play the game. I know how to play the interweb, G. Get tired of that bullshit, man. And it's always something negative. Always something, Xbox gonna lose. It's like, nigga, go jack off. Go do something. If your wife ain't getting you no pussy, she probably ain't getting you no pussy because you spend too much time on the interweb. You let the weapon wheel niggas fuck you over money, trying to play $200 for and beat a game in 3 days on super hard. Nigga, please. I wish a motherfucker would. No, I ain't playing that. No, I liked my 200. I'm a gambler, but them odds is not that good. No, that's not good odds. You would have been like $2. I was like, yeah. 200? No. You go to dudes that laugh at you in your face, disrespect you in your face, spit in your face, and you rock with them. So I don't fuck with you, Smooth. Yeah, that's why I said the ponies can have them. I said Sony is his daddy now. I said Sony is his daddy now. He can take his ass over there. He looking for sympathy. I was meaning this and that. No, you know what you said. You wanted to get a response and you got the wrong motherfucking response. You got that true smoke. You got that super duper quadruple smoke. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, people, if you get on this bad boy, I tell people you got to learn how to balance it off. Like I'm 100 right now. When I get off, I'm regular Richard. 100 is going to be the biggest asshole in the world. That's why I like the character. But I know how to cut it on and off. You know. What's up with you, Rain? Well, like I say, Smooth, you can get your ass out of here. Get your dusty ass out of here. You ain't welcome here. Courtesy of the 100. You can get your ass out of here. Don't look back. Pack your bags because you've been robbed. Get on. Get on, man, because how do I spell my name? What you mean I spell my name? The 100. That's how I spell it. Yeah, man. But people, man, this shit getting out of control. People feel like they can say what they want to say, but you can say what you want to say, but it's gonna be repercussions and consequences. And you got the consequence and the repercussions. That's what he got. He got that free smoke. And he I didn't do this. And he got some little sympathizers. The PlayStation community did this to me. You can come over here, man. Get that old gay shit out, motherfucker, man. That's that man. Why are you jumping in that man business? You want to get the smoke? Because anybody gonna defend it, you gonna get the smoke too. You ain't shit. You ain't shit, Rain. Yeah, you gonna get the motherfucking smoke. Good old Jerry. You know what I'm saying? And then, like I said, I known Kid Smooth since I started this shit. It was him, my man, damn, what's my name? Big Kahuna. They used to do the connect. They used to know how to make each other make duplicates of each other. They used to do the connect. That's what made me start using the connect because of them. So it's not like I don't know the dude. It's not like I don't know the dude. I know the dude personally. I know the dude know me. I know him. But it's hey, hey, the jury and said you got to go. You got to go, Jerry, aka Kid Smooth. You got to go over to the pony side. They'll welcome you in open arms. Gonna get gobbled up in their bullshit. Because that's what you've been doing anyway. You see, Crap still ain't back. He's trying harder and hard. He still ain't back. And that's keeping it real. I'm keeping it 100 though. But yeah, that's enough with Smooth, man. I don't know where the fella's at. Let me call this nigga Flip. See, I gotta go call niggas and shit. Go find out where they ass at. Call Flip.
Okay, calling Flip.
Y'all in the street, huh? Where your ass at? In the street? We in the street? You started it up? Yeah. I've been started up. I didn't see nothing. I just looked at it. Man, I sent it in the DM. I still send it. All right. You see, I need him right now because I gotta go to the restroom too, so I need him to talk. Oh, that ain't Siri. That ain't Siri. That's Google. I don't mess with that. I don't mess with Apple products. I don't like Apple products. I don't own no Apple products. I'm against Apple products. I'm not part of the Apple. Everybody in this house is though. Everybody in this house have apples. I don't. I'm an Android guy. What's up? What you? What's up? What you? What's up with you, chaos? What's up, you young chaos in the building? Oh no, you ain't got to apologize, G. Ain't no apologies. Ain't no apology. No, man. No, some people like Apple. Like I say, this household, they Apple lovers and shit. I keep it American too. I keep it TC. What's my shit? My phone is. I forgot my phone call. I'm tired. Yeah, I got a One Plus. I don't go with the One Plus is closer to a Pixel phone. Yeah, I'm on that Galaxy. I'm gonna get on that fold. I'm about to get on them folds. I'm gonna get on them folds. Like I got to work most of this week, and it worked almost all last week. I'm gonna not have a nice check. I'm gonna do something nice for myself. So nobody leave me alone. I'm tired of paying people's taxes and shit, and by asking me for money every 5 minutes. Like they know when I get paid. I don't even know when I get paid. If I can't see it, I ain't paying attention. If I ain't paying attention of it, we're gonna have some fun with it. That's why I mean, knows what it is. That's what's wrong with Smooth. He got his papers. He got them papers today. He got them papers to walk. He got them papers to walk. Yeah, he got them papers. He out the door. He out the door. Young Jerry is out the door. And he probably gonna do a podcast. What is this and that? He got mad at Dirt. Dirt got on his ass. Dirt gave that Dirt dog walked his ass. I was like, damn. He dog walked him real quick. I was like, shit. Cause I was up this morning for a little bit. So I went back to sleep. You know, but he said Brain's playing Ratchet and Clank on his plane on his phone. Yeah, that old Ratchet and Clank man. It's been a whole lot of videos showing. Whole lot of. I heard IGN tried to lie, so he can't work on the mechanical drive, and somebody showed he worked on the mechanical drive, running pretty smoothly. Even though they had a bunch of they had a bunch of what you call it? They had a bunch of RAM in it. So they was like, well, you playing the game in RAM. It don't matter. It plays. It's right. Oh, man. I'm about to send it to you again, man. I'm about to send it now. Hang on, Flip. 'Cause I need you in here. All right, Flip about to get in here in a minute. I'm going to need him for a second. But like I say, man, it is what it is with that guy. The guy is, the guy is what he is. You know, he got influenced by the pony, Jack Move and all them. Jack Move took so much money from that motherfucker. It's a shame. That's a damn shame. You know what I'm saying? And I would never give up my shit to nobody. Like nigga, would you soul? Why would you sell your soul? You had your own brand. Why would you sell your soul to another brand? BG that so much as your daddy? I ain't giving up my brand. Unless you give me a whole lot of money. I'm not coming into it. People don't understand being independent. I mean, you can do what you want. You can say what you want. You ain't gonna worry about me bleeping shit out in videos. Bloop, bloop, bloop. I'm tired of seeing that shit. Now people sitting there, if you want the uncut version, come on my website and get the uncut version. I said, damn, that's a pretty smart idea. But even though that's fucked up, I said it's still fucked up. There we go. Let me get him in here, man. He should be in here. There we go. There we go, right there. Looking like that clean out off of Strange New Worlds and shit this week. But man, shit is.
I don't know why my cousin calling me.
Yeah. So go ahead and introduce yourself, Flip. Go and do a monologue for about like 5 minutes. I gotta go. I gotta go do something.
You gotta do something?
Yeah.
Oh,
Go
all
on and
right,
do a
what's good,
monologue.
everybody? Y'all know what time it is. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know what time it is, good brothers. I don't know what he about to go do. Who knows? He probably about to run outside playing the streets and shit. Baka of the Zinc was good. That's my cousin. God damn it. God damn it. I hate when somebody call you when you uh Rain. Who else we got in here, man? Hey, everybody, what's good? Y'all know what time. Chaos. What the hell you doing? That's right. I think Chaos about to go on the trip. That's right. Sleepy Goblin, Death Mobile, what's that? Iron Mike. Everybody was good, man. Gonna be a good show tonight, baby. We got a lot of these weird motherfuckers out here doing some unusual things. Unfortunately, got these people out here who claiming to call themselves Xbox or want Xbox to sell shit off. I don't understand that. You know what I'm saying? I don't understand that. You see, this is how true blue green I am. How you do that shit? I don't think I could turn the camera on. But listen here, man. I'm so green. I don't think you can see it. I'm so green. The green of my goddamn card. That's how. That's how Xbox strong I am. That's how you hold the line. That's how green I am, yo. Even in my car. See that the inside of my car. But I don't know where the hell bum at. But what do you got up here? Ratchet and Clank? That bullshit ass story. I want to know what game y'all been playing lately. Cause I ain't been playing shit. I'm still waiting. I'm waiting, still holding on for Starfield. See who all is in the chat. Are you stupid? Nah. Yo, Ray always got some crazy shit to say. Hey man, listen here. Let me tell you something, man. Kid Smooth, man. I'm glad you said that, man. I don't know what's up with that boy, man. The boy, Kid Smooth out here like a triple changer, like a fucking transformer or something, man. I don't know what the hell is going on with the boy, man. He out here freaking the fuck out, man. Wanting Microsoft to sell off the Xbox to Apple. Like, what more is Apple going to do that Microsoft is doing? That's what I like to know. That's what I'm trying to figure out. What more is he going to do? Like I'm sorry, like they going to do anything different or better? Like, come on, we're talking about Apple. Apple ain't gonna throw up no advertisement and all that other stuff like that. Triple cup in here? What triple cup? Oh, I see it. Oh yeah, triple chains. Yeah. They ain't gonna be doing none of that. Like I don't know, man. I'm telling you, man. I think them people on the weapon wheel got this boy out here bugging the fuck out. I guarantee you, I can have Kid Smooth out here selling his ass. I'm telling you, yo, because the shit he's saying out his mouth doesn't make sense, man. Like, how many of you people think Microsoft? Like, what would make you say some shit like that? Of all people, why you like? I'm trying to figure out. Is he an Apple fan? What do you want to turn his Xbox on and that bitch say Apple? I don't understand that. Maybe you want to watch it bad, watch his ad with some Apple soup or something. I don't understand that, man. He out here tricking and shit like a triple changer. I don't get this shit. This nigga got the weapon wheel tricking him out and shit. Like, where all this shit come from?
Man,
That's what I'm trying to figure out. Like, yo, boy, what's wrong with you, man? Like, this motherfucker selling his ass or something. I don't know. I don't
man.
know. That shit some weird shit just to come out your mouth and say Microsoft should sell it. I mean, I know Z said that shit back in the day. Microsoft, I think they should just sell off the PlayStation. Why? I mean the Xbox. I'm sorry. Why? For what?
Right. That
That's
shit is
what I'm trying
weird.
to figure out.
And it's not. And think about. I said it's our fault because this ain't the first retarded shit he didn't said before. We allowed it, and I guess it motherfuckers got fed up. I saw the shit when I went in yesterday morning. I saw the shit, and then Flip was like, I talked to Flip yesterday. He like send that shit to me. So when I saw it come across my time, I sent it to Flip. And Flip like that nigga didn't say that shit. I was like, yes he did on life.
Yeah, I ain't believe that shit at first.
Yeah, he's
He's
I
not
said,
lying at first. I did not believe that lie. Nah, he ain't say that.
yeah.
I thought he was fucking with him. I'm like, maybe it's a joke.
Yeah.
But come on, man. What are we doing?
Now you
Where they
want
do that at,
now
man?
he's sitting there, people is blackmailing me and back oh you want a link rain? Rain.
Yeah, you
Mm.
might have to send that out to everybody again because I ain't see that shit at all. And
I might
Twitter
send
just
it.
turned it.
I might end up
Twitter
sending
turned
another.
to.
I might send it another DM
I'm trying to
because
figure out what Twitter is because they
it's
saying
X. It's called
the
X now.
racist shit went up like 200, but this motherfucker using the Xbox sign. Like, what the fuck is going on, Twitter?
Oh
What are
no, it's
you,
X.
X
It's called
Twitter?
X now. It's not Twitter no more. It's X.
X, what the fuck do that mean?
Is this called X, nigga? I don't know. X that nigga who bought that Nick shit, nigga. I don't
That
know,
nigga, look that motherfucker.
nigga.
Fuck you. He must want to sell it to Xbox. I don't fucking know.
I don't know shit. No, you know he got Space X. You know he wants some X in this shit.
Come on, man.
You know what I'm saying?
No,
I don't care.
he
Man,
want to
come.
use all he want to use all this X shit after Microsoft had used it way before. You know what? All right, but yeah, old boy bugging the fuck out though, man. I don't know what type of drugs he's using. 'Cause that's what I was thinking. I'm like, well, maybe his wife got him on some on shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, man. Maybe his wife got him out there, sniffing pony butt or something. I don't fucking know, man. Like, man. I don't know. Maybe I don't know. He probably work at the Apple store and now shit is weird to me, man.
Mm-mm.
I don't
Like I said,
understand that.
some people be doing that shit, that shock value to try to get some motherfucking attention. Why you need attention on the internet? Well, nigga, you got a whole wife at home with some whole ass
That's what I
kids.
was. Hey man, shit. That's what I said. That on one of them. They're like, yo, he's bugging. This boy out here twerking. I ain't never seen nobody twerk for Apple. Like, God, listen here. Listen. I'm not knocking nobody that like Apple. I don't give a shit if you like that product or not. My daughter got a iPhone, the Apple Pro Book, and all that shit. The motherfucker. Listen here. I'm just saying. It's you gotta have some type of dignity about yourself. Like yo, like have some pride. Like stand up. I mean, what are you, a man or a mouse? I don't understand. Or a man or an apple. I don't know what the fuck is going on. Like motherfucker been sniffing apple corn or something. I don't know.
You be around them fucking ponies, and then you gonna give up your brand and give it a BG. And I'm like, what did you do that shit for? You was good by yourself.
He was getting, yeah, that's it, and it's the crazy thing. Kid Smooth, yo, believe it or not, y'all, Kid Smooth had a nice little podcast. He was interviewing some developers and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? He was getting right. Next thing you know, this motherfucker did a motherfucking moonwalk on fucking water, and this nigga somewhere else.
Yeah, I don't even know Kids. I tried to meet Kid Smooth. I called out. Kid Smooth was out here my first E3 I went. And that's when I got kicked off. I mean, that's when I ended up saying some shit to an executive that was for Twitch. And I said some foul shit to him in his face. I didn't know he was actually from Twitch. And he was at the Twitch party. And my nigga sent me a video, and he over there motherfucking he dancing, doing a robot on the floor and shit with another man. I'm like,
Oh
oh,
yeah, yeah. I remember that.
come on, Jerry.
Yeah,
Like,
he was twerking with another nigga and shit at all E3 and shit.
so
Yeah, I
I was
remember that
at that
motherfucker twerking and shit.
at the Queen Mary.
Nigga was motherfucking. He a young boy, but they said he was doing old school dance. He was doing the belly. He was doing the motherfucker belly and centipedes and shit on the floor with another ball. I don't understand that one. I don't get that one, but hey, you know, where Punisher at?
Yeah, he in here.
Punisher in here?
Yeah, he in here. He in here.
Okay. I mean, Punisher need to do something about his boy, man.
Yeah,
That
man.
shit is weird, man. I don't know,
You
Rain and
said something about who? What
Punisher.
happened? I
This
missed
this
it.
this nigga, what's his name?
Kid snooze.
Kid Smooth out here over here. He over
Oh
here being
yeah,
a
I saw
chicken
that.
trainer.
He had it again, huh?
Yeah, he over there
Talking
twerking for
about
the Apple.
talking about
I'm trying to
Microsoft
figure
used to
out
sell Xbox to Apple and all this nonsense.
Oh
how you
shit.
selling your ass for Apple and they don't even
Yeah,
got a game console or a fucking game.
exactly.
Nope.
What's good, man?
If
But
Microsoft
here,
sold to Apple, you know how much that fucking Xbox is gonna cost? That shit was probably gonna be there damn near $4,000 for that next
I
Xbox.
believe it. I
Yeah.
believe I
Yeah.
believe that.
Just because he got the Apple name on it.
Yeah.
And he's sitting there crying, talking about some damn what was marketing or something like that.
I don't
That's
know.
why he mad at Microsoft because of marketing or something.
Man,
I'm
he ain't
like,
no
kids,
market.
school need to go
Think
sit his
about it.
little dusty ass
I'm
down
so
somewhere.
tired of y'all motherfuckers sitting there acting like some money marketing analysts. I would do this. I would do that. Won't you do that in your life and quit getting off of fucking what you call it, X, Twitter, or social media that you live on all day and every night? Then what you go show me what you could do for a company? Since y'all know what Xbox need to do, and
I
they
don't
need
know stuff these
to.
niggas.
They don't not to need to, they don't need to do shit what Sony need to do.
What's good, Deathmobile?
They're up in the building. I get tired of them motherfuckers, man. Acting like, oh yeah, they gotta do. If you ain't got no degree in marketing or you ain't studying marketing or you ain't been to marketing 101, do me a favor, shut the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? Just because you took a little course in motherfucking junior college don't mean that you are money in marketing because you took a little marketing class that you barely passed.
You know what I say about that with some of them guys, and we were saying about that last time. What me and I was saying about it. I'm saying, not saying that just because they in marketing don't mean they in high profile marketing. Like they know exactly what they're saying. It's motherfucking cops. There's people who cops that don't even know the fucking law. So what
Yeah.
that tell you? So what I'm saying.
Yeah, that is
So
true.
that's what a lot of jobs and shit and stuff like that. I remember I got hired at the job on rebooting the machines and stuff, the factory machine and stuff like that. I'm the new kid and shit on the agency. When I was young, I learned faster than the motherfucker that was there for like what, damn near 5 or 10 years. I'm like, what the fuck is this? Like, huh? How the fuck you don't know that? But I'm just saying, like, man, listen here. I don't know where these motherfuckers getting all of a sudden these degrees from, man. I don't know where the fuck they getting that shit from. The shit is killing me with the shit, this bullshit they talking about. I don't know what the fuck is going on. These motherfuckers is bugging. That the case, why the fuck you don't go work for Microsoft? Matter of fact, if you think you that much of a good of a market analyst or whatever, why the fuck you ain't go put your resume in with Sony? Help them
Mhm.
motherfuckers out. Please, because I mean, because when I hear people talking about, well, what they should do, or what the other motherfucker name, Gay Barry, whatever the fuck his name is, him.
Yeah.
The shit that he be saying, motherfucker, go work for Sony then. Why the fuck you ain't put your resume in? Stop talking all the bullshit and go ahead and do it then. You think you that goddamn good? Well, I'm in marketing. Well, go help them motherfuckers out then. How about that? Help them motherfuckers save some goddamn money. And maybe they
Come
can
on,
produce
Flip.
a PlayStation 5 Pro.
You know these dudes are in the mail room. They ain't doing shit at their job.
Some of them ain't got no job.
In the mail room playing stick figure on the chalkboard. Come on, man.
Motherfuckers work part-time at McDonald's. So because they can get more time to go talk shit on the interweb. Man, Flip, I'm kind of sad right now, Flip.
What happened?
My man got knocked the fuck out.
Yeah. Leave that alone. I ain't even gonna touch that shit. I listen, man. Hey.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. Somebody got knocked out?
Yeah.
Are you talking about boxing or in real life?
Yeah, boxing.
Oh, okay. I was about to say.
Yeah. It kind of hurt me. That's my man's. That's my man's.
Hey, shit happens. You know, you can't win them all. So.
Yeah, it came
Rain, wake your ass up, Rain.
He muted himself. Nah, man. But man, let's talk about this old Ratchet and Clank bullshit with this SSD. Shit. You know what I'm saying? Sony came out. Remember, they came out. They got on camera saying, yeah, if it wasn't for the special SSD in the PlayStation 5, this game wouldn't work. Motherfuckers is running them on mechanical drives, even though they got 4 gigs in the motherfucker. It doesn't matter. They got the motherfucker to run. You said it only could do on an SSD.
Hey, I just thought about something, y'all. You just said that. Yo, what if they do make a PlayStation 5 Pro, but they make the SSD do what it's supposed to do?
That shit finally worked, huh?
Yeah, listen here. Let me find out they got Mark Cerny in that basement. Like, hey man, listen, that SSD is supposed to work. Well, let's make a Pro and put it in a Pro. Oh shit. I can see that shit now, dog. That'll be fucked up. Like, yo, what the fuck?
Yeah.
We got you now, Microsoft.
Yeah, you got Porter Rock around here, bullshitting the gospel. He the biggest SSD out of all the motherfuckers.
Oh shit.
Looking ass nigga.
See,
I got on that motherfucker.
This the problem that I have with these dudes out here. It's like they can't let Microsoft be Microsoft. But here's the thing. How come Sony can cater to their fans, Nintendo can cater to theirs, but when Microsoft does it, they say, oh, y'all got to cater to everybody. Why? You know what I'm saying? They should only focus on Xbox fans. They don't have to cater to Sony and Nintendo fans. I don't get that.
That's how they are, man.
That's the million. Hey, you know what, dog? That's the $1 million question right there.
They don't give us. They won't give us no. They won't give us no victory. They won't say good. They won't say good match, good game.
Because all the things Microsoft been doing, they've been on a roll lately, and all of a sudden console sales pop up with Sony. Now all of a sudden it's doom and gloom again.
Oh yeah, that's right. And then the old boy, what's his name? I think he said they don't have a sales issue. They have a hardware issue or something like that.
What do?
Now
Who?
all of a sudden Microsoft got a hardware
I don't believe none of that
issue
shit,
now.
dog. I don't believe none of that. I know what you're talking about. I don't believe none of that. That's somebody who conjure up some fucking spell and they knew that the pony's gonna run with it. I mean, you could just say anything. Yeah, I believe that shit because Microsoft lied. What the fuck they lied about? I don't know. Man, listen here. These motherfuckers will come up with any goddamn thing, yo. Anything to try to get a win. Xbox got Microsoft got a failed console. They joined fucking up. Sony got a PS4 or 5 Pro coming from with what money? Xbox got
Zero money.
That don't even make sense. That shit does not make sense at all. What fucking money they got? That where they get that shit from?
Can I tell you? I got a theory.
Go ahead.
I can tell you. I said it this morning on shout out to my man Sega Forever and He bought they did the little podcast. I got up early and shit because I was high last night, real high. I'm gonna get high tonight too. Uh, um, they said they got 40 million out there, right?
Okay.
So they
That's
showed,
what they say.
yeah. So they showed their games, right? I think God of War did 10, one did a couple
Hold on,
did
hold
8.
on. Before we go any further, who said it? Did Sony say that?
Sony said, yeah, Sony said it. Sony said it.
Okay.
It's on the
Okay.
side. So it was
They
like
ship 40. Right
they
now.
said they said
They ship. They ship
said
because
I
they
think they
can't
said
accurate. You
sold.
cannot accurate. You cannot
they said
accurately
sold.
count how many consoles in the
They said
home.
sold,
You
but I
can't.
don't know. You know how
No,
them
no, 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 no,
motherfuckers.
no. I know that. I know. I'm just saying. That's why I say ship because you can't count how many consoles is in their home unless them consoles cut on and people start playing them on if they playing it, online and stuff like that. You can't accurately count none of them console numbers.
Mhm.
But go ahead.
Yeah, so I'm doing it. I had to sit there like, man, when I was high last night, I was like, damn, I started thinking this shit. God of War did 10, right? Million, right?
That's what they say.
Yeah, but how many of God of War sold on the PlayStation 4?
You're a real dirty motherfucker, my nigga.
So,
They don't want to mention that.
so I decided, I give you 30. I would say I'll give
Wait a
30% of.
minute. Hold on. Ain't God of War on PC too?
Is it not yet?
The
I don't think.
2018 one is not
Yeah,
the
not
not
the new,
Ragnarok.
not Ragnarok.
So you telling me we got God of War that's on a PlayStation 5 and a PlayStation 4.
Uh-huh.
And it only did 10 million?
Only did 10 million.
Somebody math is not adding up, but go ahead.
So I'm saying I'll give I said I cut it. I said I cut I'm gonna give the benefit of the doubt, and I'm gonna say 30% of people bought it on the PlayStation 4.
The majority, yeah, nah, I think
Yeah,
it's
so I said,
I think
yeah,
the majority of people bought that joint on the PlayStation 4. I hate to
yes,
say it.
yeah, but let me just go with my theory. So I'm like, okay,
Well,
it cost over $200 million to make the game, right?
Right.
You got all these actors you got to pay. You didn't want to try to go get no in-house people or some people up and coming. You didn't try to do that. So you went to go get the trade bakers. You got to get people multi-cap, motion capture, and all this other shit. That costs some money. So did you even cover the cost? I don't think so. You put it in bundles. You did all this. You did all your games and got a bundle. So Ratchet and Clank. We talking about Ratchet and Clank. It only did $1 million. What's up? What you do? Ratchet and Clank did $1 million. You think that cup? Do you think they covered? You think
Hell
they
no.
covered?
Nope. And look at what they're doing with The Last of Us. Look how many times they re-released that game because of the same thing you just mentioned. All those high-profile actors that they had to pay over a 200 million plus budget, and they just I
this
think
stupid.
they just announced part 2, didn't they?
Yeah.
About remastering and re-releasing it.
So they adding all that together.
Damn.
Add that all
I can see
together.
that.
That's why they don't got no billion-dollar franchise because they don't buy their game. People are buying PlayStations because it's like a fad. Like them dumbass motherfuckers out there buying them old Astro shoes. I see a motherfucking Astro shoe, I'm just gonna get knocked the fuck out.
That nigga
Big
probably.
ass
That nigga
red
probably.
shoes.
Yeah.
I'm like, I got
Look
the
like some fucking
Astros.
clown shoes, Ronald
Yeah,
McDonald shit.
yeah.
They got some yellow ones out now.
Yeah, these dudes is crazy. And he's spending all that money for them. Like, I got the Astros. I don't give a damn. Yeah, you're gonna Astro your ass across that street. Nah, but no, they're people don't try to use logic. And I'm sitting here, I'm thinking like they showing these numbers, but these numbers are diluted because it's not all PlayStation 5, it's PlayStation 4 too. And if you look about it, them terrible ass numbers. So these
How
people
many
are
you said it
buying,
was?
huh?
How many you said it was?
For Ratchet and Clank, it was only a meal ticket.
No. You say they sold how many
40
nuke
million. 40 million. So
No,
I'm
not
like,
that shit. I'm talking
yeah,
about the
what?
damn whatchamacallit, the damn game.
Yeah, Ratchet and Clank did a million. God of War did 10. I think The Last of Us did 8. I can't remember off the top of my head, Flip.
If
No
them
shit.
numbers are true, I don't know.
But nobody bought that shit on no PlayStation 5.
No, I
They
don't
bought
think
on
that happened.
4.
Think that happened. I think majority of that was on the PlayStation on the PlayStation 4. Because history
Right.
shows once again, history shows people do not adapt it over to the next gen console that goddamn fast unless it's affordable. Only
Right.
us, the extremists, the go getter that go get that shit. You know what I'm saying? That not gotta have it but wanna have that console
Right.
does that shit.
Well,
We are a special breed. We are the elite. You know what I'm saying? That goes for both. That goes for any people that buy a console, period. We the elite. We go down and buy them PlayStation, Xbox, and Nintendo, or small percentage of people that does PC. About 3% run out there and spend $5,000 on a fucking super duper computer. You know what I'm saying? I can't see. It's a shame though. It's a shame just looking at them numbers. Like, yo, y'all playing with them numbers. I'm sorry.
Right.
Y'all fucking around with them
I
numbers.
think
That's
if you
why
get
I understand Microsoft
you getting a
cutting
PlayStation
off the
5
Xbox
to play
One.
Call of Duty and 2K, because that's what it seems to me. That's why they didn't want. That's why they didn't want Microsoft to buy, because everybody gonna run the Xbox. Now you see an Xbox flying off the motherfucking shelves.
What's up, Birch? Yeah.
You
We're
can
not
play.
not not
You can play
I
every
don't I don't
generation of Xbox games on the Xbox.
I don't know if anybody. I mean, for all those who follow me on Twitter, y'all seen what I did. I went to, what was that? Walmart. Walmart a day. I went to Walmart. Well, not today, but that shit's still going. I went to even today. I went to Walmart and I came back and went to Walmart. I took a picture of the Xbox. I should have did the same thing for the PlayStation. It was about 4 or 5 Xboxes in there, Series X in there, and maybe including the Series S. I came back 2 days later, them bitches was gone. Them bitches got ghosts.
But they
I
said
can't
they
say
right.
who. I don't know who bought it. I'm just saying.
Dreamcast got bought
I
them
took.
all.
I'm just showing you. And this out there in Whitey land where I went at. Them bitches is ghosts. Took a picture like goddamn. Because when I put it up, like, yo, you got some more Xboxes up in Walmart. I don't know what the fuck happened. I came back a couple days later. Them bitches was gone. But I should have did the same thing for the PlayStation because the PlayStation, they were still there. PlayStation Dome was still there. So I don't know why I didn't do that. But them Xboxes was gone. They left. Like them bitches got up and said, I'ma holler at you.
Yep.
So
Especially when they fix Call of Duty, and people are like, I'm gonna play all my Call of Duties on Xbox. Just throw the disc in. I even saw ponies running. What was that? Was that the motherfucker that could show his strudel to everybody? That motherfucker
hell
sold
no.
me.
Hell
That
no.
motherfucker. That motherfucker said, "Man, go get an Xbox. You want to play Call of Duty? Go get an Xbox."
Oh, you talking about what was it, JTech?
Yeah,
Yeah, Jake Jack. My man running around showing his pee wee.
nigga Pee
This
Wee Herman.
motherfucker running.
Pee Wee
Hey,
Herman.
Rain, I know you heard about the bull, Rain. The bull running around showing everybody his pee wee. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, yo,
He tried to friend me on Twitter. While back I had to block him.
Oh, I'm already been blocked, and I ain't never said nothing to him. But I guess Flip says guilty by association.
hell yeah. I tell, don't
But
you talk to me, you wee player.
but
Don't you
see,
talk to me. I don't want to
but
be
people
socialized with you.
got to understand we living in a different climate now with how things are being sold. Everything is more digital. Like you ain't gonna have the traditional way of selling consoles. You know, I mean, you have it now, but at the same time, um, Microsoft got Game Pass, so that destroys console sales automatically. So you can't look at Sony sold more consoles than Microsoft when you understand that Microsoft is in more places, not with consoles but with Game Pass. So technically, they don't have to sell a console to give you their game because PC players gonna get it on Game Pass. Most people is gonna play the games on Game Pass. That's what Microsoft is selling Game Pass. They're not selling the Series X like that. They're not out here go buy the console, buy the console. They just say Game Pass. You know what I'm saying? So people they're not looking at that dynamic. They keep worrying about the console sold. You know what I'm saying? If Sony had a Game Pass or advertising they shit like that and they was doing good, they'll be getting praised.
Yeah.
Oh, of course they would. Ponies on Twitter would never shut the fuck up about that PlayStation Plus shit.
They
The
don't
I
talk
media,
still,
about
the
PlayStation Plus.
media,
That shit is
the,
dead.
the
That
media
shit
is
dead on
always
the
going to ride with whatever Sony is doing. They
I
don't
don't
care.
believe.
They don't care if they drowning or what. Anything Sony doing, they gonna ride with them regardless.
I still
And
don't
then
believe
and
Sony. I still don't believe Sony and they funny numbers. I don't. Tell motherfucker, like, come on. Microsoft was whooping Sony ass
yeah,
past Sony when
yeah,
Sony couldn't make no console.
yeah,
Remember when I was like, yo,
yeah,
Sony can't make no more console. They was
yeah,
stuck.
yeah, but
All of a
flip. What
sudden, they
I'm
just
getting,
came out of nowhere and just passed Microsoft. I don't know
yeah,
about
but
that.
flip. What I'm getting at, fuck the console shit. Think about it, software. Software sells the motherfucking make
Of
money.
course, I mean, no, you're right. Of course, so
So, so,
of course it
so
does.
Microsoft is always up. Motherfuckers is in the ecosystem of Microsoft. You buy movies off this motherfucker. You buy video. I know I buy video games off this motherfucker all the time. You know what I'm saying? Uh, we locked into the ecosystem. You know what I'm saying? And we get our rewards points for buying shit and a little
yeah,
get back. They don't really
I'm
have to do.
glad you brought that ecosystem up, but that's another thing. We at the stage now. Everybody just gonna stick with a team.
Hmm.
Because people don't want to be diving into different ecosystems. Most people, because the casuals, the ones who going to stick to an ecosystem, they're not going to buy multiple consoles like we might do. They're going to stick to one ecosystem. Whatever their friends playing, that's what
Yep,
they're going to ride with. You know what I'm
yep,
saying? They don't care
yep.
how many great games is over there on the Xbox. It's going to be games on the Xbox they would never play because they would never get an Xbox. But Phil Spencer said that he no matter what type of games that they bring out, that's not going to make opponents come over and buy Xbox off of
Yeah,
Sony.
those
And
not the
that was
ones you looking
facts.
for.
And that was facts. People tried to say, "Oh, he shouldn't have said that," or "That was dumb what he said." No, he was telling facts. You know, just like with people with iPhone, they're not going to get an Android. People
Yeah.
with Android is not going to get an iPhone. It is what it is.
Some people switch over. Like my mother ended up switching up. Like I said, most of my house is Apple.
But you know what I'm saying? Most people
Oh
just
yeah.
gonna
No,
stick to
bump
their
that.
one
I would
ecosystem.
never get
Yeah,
an Apple
most
phone.
people just
I'm,
gonna stay right where
yeah.
Fuck
they at.
Apple.
Because like I said, the fad is Apple. Apple is the best. Apple is that fad, and that's what people getting at. This Sony PlayStation 5 is the best, and it's not. It's not. So now people just
Who,
getting.
who you who you want to go after is with and Microsoft do want to sell more console, but it is what it is. They already know that hey, ain't nothing they can do about it. You know how it is. If I can, I can. If I can't, oh well. They want to get the new people that get into video games. That's who they want.
Mhm.
Like you
Yep.
saying, they can't target people that's already on the PlayStation or whatever. They don't want them. They want the new people who just
Mhm.
starting to get a video game console. That's who they
Mhm.
want. They want the new
They,
motherfuckers.
they wanted where you playing Call of Duty at? Oh, I'm playing it on the Xbox. For real?
I,
Oh yeah,
yeah,
man. And all this other shit. They
and
want
I know y'all understand
hmm
this.
That's what
Listen
Sony was
here.
scared of. That right there.
Listen here. I'm telling you. Anybody? This. Why I was telling man, chaos was talking. I'm telling like, listen here. When they find out that Call of Duty is on the Xbox, Microsoft own it, could think about it. The tournament is going right back to the Xbox. They're going to flock to their fucking tournament to the best controller because they did not like it in Advoca,
no,
witness to
no,
the
they did
Lord.
not like.
They did not
Actually,
like that PlayStation controller at all. They know
Yeah, that PS4
I
controller
can
was
actually,
dog
they
shit.
did not like that. They
Yeah, especially the
I
streamers. The
actually know
streamers hated that
somebody.
shit.
I actually know somebody. I ain't gonna mention his name, but his son was a pro Call of Duty, and
Say
when
his
he said,
name. Say his name.
I ain't gonna say his name, nigga.
say his name, say his name. You know,
But his son was a professional, you know what I'm saying, Call of Duty fan. He know if he hear it, he know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying, Call of Duty fan. But he said when they switched to the PlayStation, the controllers that threw them off.
but I mean, but you know, everybody in here, and you know, we all know, like, yo,
MVP.
a motherfucker, it's gonna be a high, it's gonna be a high growth of people that's coming to the Xbox when it comes down to that Call of Duty. Especially if you're doing a tournament. Nah,
Hmm.
I'm gonna just say what it is. What it is. The Xbox controller, if they want to call it a shooter box, it's a fucking shooter controller.
Yeah,
Look how it feel comfortable in your hand shooting and stuff.
it's a fucking Glock.
Saying I don't understand. You know, I don't understand how people like, yo, man.
I told my boy, I said I never liked the PlayStation. I said 'cause I got long fingers. I was like, my thumbs click with each other, man. You know,
You better do what I used to do when the PlayStation 3. I used to buy this converter switch like so. It was XMC CMX X something and shit. My homie like, where you got that from? I said, I made it. What? And the motherfuckers start then they till they start looking at it. It was a device that you hook up to your controller and it configured it to
to the
from the
Xbox.
PlayStation to
You
the
got to switch.
Xbox. But when I had the, you know, remember the 360
That's
had the
when
cord.
that's
They
when
had the wire. I had that
that's
joint hooked
when
up.
that's when Flip was working for Mad Cat.
You stupid. Yo, you stupid, yo.
Yeah, that was
Yo.
before the
You
promotion of
know what?
Microsoft.
You know what? You got me thinking and stuff. Yeah, it was a little after Mad Cat fell the fuck off. I don't know I don't know how the fuck did I find that shit? Because I said I can't play the PlayStation 3 like this. I said it gotta be a better way. I don't know
I
what
ain't
made
gonna
me look this shit up. I found I said, yes, got that motherfucker. I just
lie.
ordered that bitch, got that shit. The bitch was like, yo, your controller here. Plug that joint in. I was like, Jesus.
Like Porter, I was talking about the cell processor, nigga. Fuck you in that cell processor, nigga.
That shit
Nobody
flopped. That
want
cell processor
nobody,
didn't work.
Yeah, so
nobody
like right
don't want
after the
to
PS3,
program on that hard ass shit, nigga. Where everybody got AMDs and shit. They already got a motherfucking foundation where they can go build their games on. They got to build a whole different foundation to play your fucking game. That's why you was getting ports from the
mhm.
Xbox.
Damn, Bone sound like you ready to go do something to the board, knock on the
That damn
door. He
cell
said,
processor
what
was
is going
trash.
on?
As soon as Sony was an AMD, they sold that shit off.
Yeah.
They sold
Hey,
that technology and never
Who
That's
used
put
it
why.
that?
again.
That's why
Who
y'all
how
ain't
put
got
that?
y'all
PS3
how
games because
y'all
they on the cell processor. Only thing you can do is stream the motherfuckers.
Let me.
They
Who made that cell processor? Who did that? IBM.
That was Sony. I think Sony
IBM.
made that themselves.
No, I
No,
think that
that's
was
IBM.
IBM.
That's
Sony is not
IBM.
clever enough to make
No,
that.
Hmm?
You giving
No,
Sony too
Sony,
much props,
IBM
Sony
dog.
made
owned
that.
that tech. Sony
No,
owned the cell
IBM.
processor tech,
IBM made
and they
I don't
sold
think.
it.
I ain't giving Tony that. I'm sorry. I can't give him that
I'm
Punisher.
about to
No,
say
it
I
did
don't even
because
think they
Sony,
did that.
Sony lost billions of dollars off of it. But
Yeah, well,
Sony
that's
made
they
it.
yeah,
cell
well.
processor.
Listen here,
That was
shit.
Sony tech.
Microsoft was losing money off of fucking on off of whatchamacallit on the old
IBM.
Xbox.
That's why.
Uh,
That's why after
You
that
said
they went to
IBM did it?
AMD.
IBM made it. It was that was it was code name. It was code name Big Blue.
hmm,
For real?
I
Yeah.
thought Sony
man.
made that.
No,
For real?
IBM made it for Sony only.
Oh,
Yeah,
was it
cause
like a
it
co? Was it like a cooperation or something?
Yeah.
Where
might
they
have been.
developed
It
it
might have
together or
been.
something?
Big
Yeah, it
blue
might have been.
balls.
I know
Sony's not.
Sony lost a lot of money off the cell
And they would have
processor.
called big blue balls.
Yeah.
Yeah, cause that's what I thought it was. I said, damn, that's what I was thinking. Like I could have sworn they said
And
IBM made that shit.
yep, and Toshiba had something to do with it too. He said Toshiba had a little work with it too. Yeah.
Let Microsoft would have made the cell processor. They wouldn't have had that problem.
Oh.
No.
No,
They
Sony
wouldn't have
should
had
have
that
got that
problem.
shit at all. That was their fault.
Microsoft went with something simpler, easy, and fast. Cause they was claiming that cell
Sound like my
processor
ex.
was more advanced, and for some reason they said it, but I didn't see it.
It,
That
it was
sound
too
like my ex
advanced.
Flip.
Nobody didn't
Super
want to sit
easy and
there.
fast.
Yeah, nobody
You
want to sit
stupid.
there.
They sound like your ex.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he said high one under's on point, huh?
You,
That's
you
what some.
stupid. You talking about 100 is on point.
Hey, how y'all feel about the
Hold on,
rumor
Bon. Hold on, Vodka. I said IBM first.
of a Red Dead remake? You know, the first one.
No,
Like,
nigga, fuck
not
these
no
fucking remakes. I'm done with remakes. I'm done with them. If I can play it native on my console right now, I'm good. I'm
No,
tired of remakes.
I'm all for it. Only if they make sense. If it's an
It don't
old
make
game
no
like Red
sense.
Dead Redemption, I'm cool with it.
yeah,
But if it's something like
Hold
that
on.
that's
came
what
out
I'm
a
Say that
few
shit
saying.
years
again.
The
ago,
first
Hold
the
on.
first
What you
You
Red
say?
selling
nah,
Dead.
to a
I'm
pony.
The
good.
first Red Dead.
The
You
It
first
selling
was
Red
the
Dead?
rumor
to a
that
pony.
it's
That's the
supposed to
first.
be remaking it. Yeah, because if they do it, it's gonna look like Red Dead too. That's how it's gonna look.
I believe that. I believe that.
But they shouldn't be making the Red Dead Redemption, the first one. They need to go back and make Red Dead Revolver from the OG Xbox.
But I
Now
don't think they had
that
anything.
needs a
I don't think
remake.
they had anything to do with Red Dead Revolver.
It
I
might
think
be
it's a
copyright issues or contracts or license or something like that.
It always that. It always that shit always
it's
Yeah,
play
they
some
probably
some
can have like
political
some music or
bullshit
something
with it.
in
Because you
there.
know a lot of them companies back then went belly up.
yeah, but I think what's called still own the company, own the game. I
On what
think
game?
Hey, why don't Sony
I
buy
think Rockstar even
THQ?
own that game.
Who? From a
Well,
Rockstar?
Red Dead Revolver, I think Rockstar still own it. They didn't make it, but they own it.
You sure? Look, hey, somebody fact check that because I don't know.
Won't
Let me see.
Microsoft just buy
I don't
THQ?
know if they own that. I don't know if they had anything to do with Red Dead Revolver. I don't know.
Let me see.
Because I won't mind Microsoft own the
Who
Saints Row
made Red Dead
franchise,
Revolver?
You want my Microsoft what?
own the Saints Row franchise.
Well, it says Rockstar San Diego.
Yeah,
But
Rockstar.
Yeah, Rockstar San
Okay.
Diego made it,
but
and it was
but the
published
biggest
by
pimp
Rockstar.
move, the biggest
Okay.
pimp move Microsoft will make, if they end up buying Take Two.
Oh man,
That'll
man,
definitely that'll,
I'm
that'll
done.
definitely break the damn you that'll definitely break everything. Twitter be broke.
But man, it's broke
That's
now with the APK deal. Man, why we can't celebrate what we got now?
I'm
Why
just
we gotta
saying, you
go
know.
Christmas shopping and shit?
Bone got steam coming out his ears now. Every time
Nah,
y'all say that,
no,
that motherfucker has
I
steam
see
coming
shit
out
on
his
Twitter.
goddamn ears.
Like
Microsoft
Vodka
need to go
said, he
buy
on point
Sega.
now. He over there,
Microsoft need
eating
to
the
go buy
edible. He on point now.
Sega.
He alert.
Like Microsoft need to buy Sega. And what for?
No, they do need to buy
Because they
Sega.
said it.
They're
No,
trying to
See,
break
I
into the
understand.
Japanese
I
market.
understand
They
that,
have
but
to.
you cannot. Well, I think that was never supposed to come out for us to see.
so
Right.
what
No,
that
it
mean?
wasn't.
Well, it
It
will.
was up. Now
Well,
we see it.
listen here, Bone. If it was a fit, we'd all be rich. Motherfucker it came out and we
See,
seen it.
We already
Goddamn
know.
it, fuck
see,
that.
I think Bones speaking from the perspective of this ABK deal since it's been dragged out so damn long. If it would have went smooth
Yep.
like the Zenimax, it wouldn't have been like that.
Right.
I know if Sony wasn't bitching them on, it wouldn't have dragged on as
Exactly.
long. Yet
Exactly.
all this is Sony fault.
Yeah.
Yeah, they
Microsoft
always
could have been put
complaining.
their beat in for Sega. We'd be talking about Sega right now.
But you know it's funny, Sony put out their console sales now, but they ain't put it out during that trial.
Hell no.
Nope.
You noticed that? How the fuck they slither their way away from that?
Mhm.
Why they had to do that to make themselves look weak? They can't come out and say, "Oh, we kicking Microsoft ass," and then say it's not fair. They mind Call of Duty.
I
Yeah,
just
but guess what that judge said? That judge when that judge was like, well, why can't Sony make their own Game Pass and stuff? I was like,
and they
I
said
was
they do
dying
now.
No, the judge
laughing.
she was
I
on
said,
point.
yo,
Yeah,
I
They
She
said
was
do
that
now.
aware
judge
of
they
shit.
ugly.
said
I said
they
that
should make
judge ugly as
PlayStation
hell,
Plus
but I was
better.
listen here. That judge was ugly as hell, but I was ready to go see her smack on her flat ass. Cause that shit had me dying. I was gonna pinch her nipple and tell her you all right with me, baby. Cause she said, yo, why can't y'all make your own show? I was like,
But they got a game pass, and she was like,
Well,
"Y'all
they,
got a
yeah, they
game
get
pass?"
equivalent. They just
yeah,
don't
I
want to
know.
put their
They
That's
said
why I
name
they
was.
in
said
there.
That
PlayStation
shit
Plus,
was
and she
funny.
said make PlayStation Plus better. That's what
Yep.
she said.
Yeah. Like, why is it so hard to put your game in that day and date?
And I love
She said,
Because
wait a
they
minute, who
don't
was
want
on
to
the
do
doing?
it
She
because
said, wait a
they
minute,
so console driven.
she said, wait a
They
minute,
want to sell the
why Sony is
console.
not putting their game inside their service? I was like, yeah, Sony, why ain't y'all doing that? Yeah, tell us again why you're not doing that. Go ahead, tell us,
No, that's the
please.
it's not
thing though.
profitable.
They can
It's
still
not
sell the
profitable.
consoles. They just can't. It's gonna be hard to bundle the game though.
They
But
can't sell it because they don't buy
they
their
can sell the
games.
console by itself.
Right,
The console
right.
gonna sell
Look,
regardless.
look how we in our ecosystem. Like I tell people this way. Halo is free to play, right? I spend more on a free to play game than I spend more if I would have bought Halo for $70. I didn't get Halo about good 270. And how many other people have
Sony
gave
Sony behind in
Like
that
he
because
balling
they
over
didn't
there.
they
They
no,
ain't
didn't they
spending
didn't
no,
look
but
at
dime
the
how
on
many
that
future.
people gave
multiplayer
up?
yet.
How many
Microsoft looked at the
motherfuckers
future
gave?
for the
Think about it.
infrastructure.
All the people that's playing Halo, how many motherfuckers even gave up $20? So
Not me.
say it's 17,
I did.
17,000,
I
huh?
did. I gave her more than $20.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. See, you
But
gave
I
them
do
more
need to
than
buy
20
that new season pass though.
I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie. I gave that shit up fast as shit. I gave that shit up like it was a big titty ass hookup.
See, me and
Yeah,
Flip
take
got to
my
talk
money.
to each other. Like, hey, so me and Flip, though, said we got to
'Cause
stay
I
fresh.
did that shit quick.
We need the new armors and everything. We like, fuck it. And I be trying to get Flip sit there. What you got on? No, I ain't telling you nothing.
And
I ain't telling you
what's up?
nothing,
With
man.
everybody keeps saying Halo is dead. Like, why they keep
Halo
saying
ain't
that?
dead.
But they
Halo
keep the first thing they do is run to them damn Steam sales.
yeah, that's thing.
As if
Everybody do not.
Microsoft don't
Most
have a
people
Well,
do not
launcher
well,
even
on
play
PC where you
console.
can play
that's because
Halo.
they trying to wish things into existing, and it's not working. You know how Dorothy was clapping the back of her heel, the Wicked Witch of the Northeast shoes. There's no place like home. That's what the fuck they was doing, and that shit the backfire. That motherfucking house fell on their ass.
Hmm.
hmm Because I play Halo on PC and I don't play it on Steam.
They got
So
out the
by
market.
me playing it, I don't count toward those numbers.
Yeah,
The only issue I
lot of
have
people
with
got Game
Halo,
Pass on. A lot of
the only
motherfuckers got Game Pass on PC.
the only issue I got with Halo is these so-called Halo gatekeepers who always think they know everything about Halo all the time and don't let Halo be. You know what I'm saying?
I know you
So when
talking
Halo,
about.
so when the
I,
Halo
I
5
had no
came out,
problem with it.
everybody was acting the fool. And I'm like, the game was fire to me. I don't know about them, but I love the game and the story.
You know?
Damn, girl, you almost fell and bust your ass.
But nah, man, I'm with like I say, man. These dudes out here is on some crazy shit, man. Some crazy shit. So let's talk about how Phil dropped that bomb for some people. I got banged on by a couple of the homies yesterday when I put my
What
post.
about him?
Everybody that liked my motherfucking post.
Oh,
I said all y'all motherfuckers wanted Phil gone. Phil still putting in work. And
Oh,
the
you
final,
talking about
I
that
think that's
Final
Final Fantasy.
Fantasy
That's Final
14?
Fantasy. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
online. I didn't know that was an
Yeah.
online game. So that's Final
Yeah,
Fantasy
that's the
online.
MMO one that came out
Yeah,
like 10 years
that's the
ago.
MMO joint. So
And people thought Phil wasn't doing that.
yeah,
I'm telling you, Microsoft
But
gonna
but
buy them
it's
next.
but a lot of stuff came out in the trial because he was saying a lot of stuff that they were trying to do and Sony was blocking it. You
yeah.
know, they kept buying up everything, and then by Xbox being in third place, a lot of the companies didn't want to do business with them. And Phil say, no matter how much money they were throwing at them, they ain't want to. They didn't sell because they were looking at Sony because Sony, I guess, more popular and sell more consoles. So everybody
hmm
wanted their stuff on that. And Microsoft was beginning to offer them way more money than what Sony was doing. That's why
you know what?
Phil say by them being in third place, it hurt them because no matter how much money they were throwing at third party developers, a lot of them didn't want to fuck with Xbox.
No, a lot of them regret. Hang on, a lot of them regret it doing it.
Hold on,
Because,
eight bone, hey. Shout out to my man Limit, but fuck out of here, dig the move. Donnie D was making them deals with
uh,
them 360.
well,
Everybody try to clown Donnie D on the shit that he said. Oh, he was fucking up Xbox. No, the fuck he wasn't. He was making them goddamn deals on the
Peter
360.
Moore was doing this thing too.
Who? Yeah,
Peter
yeah. The
Moore.
same. The same nigga that got the Xbox, the red ring of death. Then they got rid of his ass.
And then
Yeah, that was
Microsoft,
him.
hang on,
He did that.
Microsoft took your console back with no bullshit, and you got a
They
new one.
had to take that $1 billion
Yeah,
hit. They took that shit like it was nothing
but
on
they
the
took it. They
chin,
didn't cry
and that
about
was
it.
Peter Moore's
They
fault.
didn't tell you. They didn't tell you you're not going to go get a new Halo, a new Fable, a new this. They didn't tell you none of that shit. They
That's
kept
it.
it moving.
Yeah,
They
you
took
right.
the hit.
You're right. I mean, no. I get Peter. Peter Moore got his prop on a OG Xbox. The 360, fuck out of here. We the reason why the red ring of death that was on his call. His hand is painted on that blood. Donnie D, he was making them fucking deals. He was making them goddamn deals. Let's not act like this boy wasn't doing it. Everything that he said is still fucking happening. Try to tell people that. Come on, this shit's still happening. Phil is still using some of the shit that Donnie D doing. Cloud gaming and all that shit.
But what Donna D fucked up at the communication part
Right.
on his end was fucked up.
Yeah. It was no different than Sony saying, "Yo, you got to get 2 jobs to get a PlayStation
I,
3."
I,
I
I
was
I
like,
get it. You're
"Damn."
right. You're right. But it's the way how you deliver a message.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I give you that. He could have
Yeah.
said it. He could have said what he said, but he could have said it in a better tone the way he
Yeah.
said it. 'Cause the way he like, yo, fuck it. I mean, but he was right though. I ain't gonna hold you. What he said was right,
And plus, by
but
him
it's just
looking
the way
like,
he said it.
plus by him looking like Dreamcast guy didn't help either.
What you say? Oh shit.
Oh, he said he look like Dreamcast guy.
Oh shit. They seven cousins twice removed. Hell nah, nah. Hell nah. That's fucked up, yo.
Yup, man. But shit, he did. Like I said, this shit crazy.
See, see, the Xbox was a threat from the West. You know what I'm saying? That was a big threat from the West because remember we never had a console from outside. It was always Japan. You know what I'm saying? They always had all the consoles and all the games. Microsoft came and they became a threat because they put more attention on the Western market.
No,
And
I remember.
Sony didn't like that shit.
Remember, Microsoft pushed 2K for a motherfucker like a bitch. Like, hey, you ain't got a Dreamcast gonna come on our system because we can't get because EA. Remember, Sony banned EA for having Madden in
Right.
for years.
I don't know that y'all play. I know y'all had Dreamcast back in the day, but did y'all ever play 2K and yeah
Yeah,
NFL 2K and
I,
NFL
I
2K?
played
Talking
online.
about, yeah, online on the
Yeah, I
Dreamcast
played that motherfucker. Yeah, on Microsoft NT.
on the
Yes, I
drink.
did.
Yeah.
Yes,
See,
I did.
most people
I
don't
had second that.
forget about that.
Yeah. I came home from work. Shit. I bought me some motherfucking internet. My boss was like, "What the fuck you what make you get your?"
What did you say the realest? It was powered by Microsoft. Yeah, that shit. So that
Yeah,
motherfucking
well, Microsoft
Dreamcast
had
on. That shit's
had
like
a
powered
version
by
of Windows on the
Microsoft. Like, hold
Dreamcast.
on, what?
Hmm.
I said, yo, what? That shit threw me like, what the fuck?
Mm-mm.
And the Xbox had the red ring of death, but Sony giving opponents the brown ring of death.
Yeah.
Man,
Peter Moore,
hold on.
that's more, but Peter Moore did have something to do with that. He signed off on the designs and stuff. When you head of a
I
company
don't
or head
get
of
it.
a division,
Y'all
that's
don't get
on
it.
you.
Y'all
That's
don't get
on
it.
you.
Y'all don't
He
get it
signed
now.
off for that shit designed to be like that.
Y'all don't
You have
get
to
the joke.
inspect that and make sure that shit is don't make sure you don't have no problem with that. You know what
Y'all
I'm
don't get
saying?
the joke.
Yeah.
The brown
Nah,
ring
no.
of death.
The brown, yeah, no, I know what you're talking about.
Oh, the,
I got that shit. I got that shit. Like Sony
Yo,
had
what
that
up?
yellow
What
like
up?
shit. Sony had that
that PP.
Sony had that
Yellow light on the
that
PS3.
yellow shit. That yellow light John, that
Mm-hmm.
the yellow flashlight of death. I'm like, yo, what's this?
Yeah,
And
it
get
just
the
turned
niggas stuck
yellow.
on the road.
Yeah, cause
That was the
my
OG
cousin had that. And
PS3.
my cousin like, yo, my John. I was like, don't worry about
Yeah,
it.
that was the
I
OG
had one too.
PS3.
I gave him my I gave him my PlayStation, and I took
That,
his, and
that
Sony
shit
gave
was
me
heavy as
they gave me
hell.
the ring around the rosy, but I finally got one, another
That
PlayStation.
shit was made out of chrome.
Yeah,
The
yeah, he got
original
that going.
PS3.
He was happy though.
For me, I missed out on Dreamcast.
Yeah, I fuck with the
Yeah,
Dreamcast. Man. I'm
And my
anti
mom did
Sony.
not buy that shit for me at all.
Yeah, I was anti Sony. Motherfuckers don't understand. I started on the original 2800. Went to the
Hey
72.
man, that shit,
the only
I
reason
had
why I
all of them. I
bought a
ain't gonna hold you.
PS1, the only reason
I
I
had
bought a
all of them.
PS1 was because I wanted to play the newer games that came out at the time, and they stopped making the damn Sega Saturn. So I just started playing the damn PlayStation. That's the
I
only
had
reason. That's the
I
only
got a
reason.
PlayStation to play Metal Gear and what's that? Battle with the Shinden Arena. It was a fighter.
I ain't gonna listen here. I'm gonna keep it real. I had
And I ain't
all
gonna
them consoles.
lie to you, motherfucker. I got that motherfucker from a pawn shop.
I was happy for the game when they were showing you. You know how they show you how some of the games look that supposed to come out or whatever,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
they be just like beta games that they showing you like what the game
yeah,
could do. That's what made me
yeah,
got that shit. And I realized that game was never coming out. I was mad as fuck. Like you son of a bitch,
yeah,
they got
yeah,
me. They got
yeah.
me good.
I
I
remember
didn't have
Flip
no
when
Dreamcast. I ain't
Flip
have no
had on that
Dreamcast.
Flip had on that PlayStation sweater and shit. I remember that back in the day, Flip. You had the
What
PlayStation
you
sweater,
stupid?
bro.
Don't say that. You gonna get him fired.
Remember the PlayStation when the PlayStation first came out. It was like two different like grayish colors. People don't know that. Like yo, that shit was like two different fucking colors when that shit first came
Yeah,
Hmm.
out.
it was. Yeah.
Motherfucking on. I mean the old body, not the PlayStation one, the small one, the regular joint. It was two different fucking like grayish fucking color that it had. Cause I had both of them bitches. I was like, good and shit. Somebody owed me something. They gave that shit to me. Somebody did it. They owe me something. They owe me a favor. Like, yo, my nigga, what's good? All right. They gave me that shit. They gave me about what, 4 games
And
with that shit.
see,
When I first had it.
for y'all don't know in the
One of
chat,
them was Parappa the Rapper.
that's how Flip got his money and
Yo,
got
you
his
stupid.
name.
Nah, no.
He
No,
was in the
somebody owed
street.
me something. I gave Parappa
All
the
the
Rapper to
stickers
my
because you
homie.
was flipping it.
Shit, man. Listen here, man. Listen here. Listen here. Listen here. I'm just saying. Somebody owe me a favor.
I know.
That's how I had
I,
that shit.
I know. That's that
I'm
street shit.
Nah, no, it ain't like you know what, man. Let me
And
shut the fuck
Flip, he
up.
had to. When he
But
was young, he
anyway,
was
like I
gonna
was
get it. He
saying
was like
though,
he was Debo or something.
I remember I remember and what other game did I have? I had the X File. I remember my cousin them. You know, y'all remember when Sony had like a bunch of discs, like 3, 4, 7 fucking discs and shit. So my cousin like, yo, when you done with the first disc, let me hold it. I'm like, what the fuck? I was like, man, when I was done with the game, when I was done with the first disc, every game I was done, every disc I was done with, I just told man, you can have that shit. I like, come on, I ain't going back to that. Come on, niggas. That's how you know it was rough. I ain't gonna hold you. I had it rough. Motherfucker was like, yo, man, let me hold the first disc. Let me hold the second disc and shit. I'm like, yo, you gotta play the first one before you get the second one. Oh shit. Is you done yet? My cousin you stuck off me off that because I died. That motherfucker made me rush through the fucking game. I'll try to enjoy the game. I'm like, I gave I bought Cypher Filter. They love that fucking game. I said, let me go get 2 of these motherfuckers. Like, yo, you can have that and shit. And that's when it started. The days of flip money, letting people have console. That's when that shit started. Cause when I got that other color on PlayStation 4 and shit, I mean PlayStation on OG John, I gave him the other one that I already had. That somebody had owed me a favor, and I tell you, you can have that. I ain't even give a shit. I tell you, you can have that
Oh,
color.
that's
Don't even
good
worry about
marketing.
it. I gave him, huh? Nah. But you don't understand chaos. You don't understand niggas. My cousin them call them. They will tell you. Motherfuckers call me to ask me, can they use on hold some of my games and shit. And I be like, yo, you can have it. I said too much of a hat. Like, go ahead. Motherfuckers used to call all the time. Yo, man, do you got such and such game? They was asking for fucking games I don't even play. They asking for sport game. They asking for 9-8. Remember Sony had their own on football game.
Oh, so Flip was the plug
Game day
back in the day. They used
989.
to call him plug money.
Yeah,
That's what I
NFL
mean. That's back
games,
then.
yeah, I remember that.
That's when I used to play some of them on football games and shit. Cause you gotta realize when you start seeing what it looked like, your first time seeing how it looked when
Nine
these
eight
new
nine
consoles came
studios.
out and shit, and that shit be looking all live and shit like that. Like, damn, this shit look hot. That's when I was getting them games like that. And I was like, I was just tossing them off, giving them to my cousins and stuff.
I remember Game Day '98 had that stiff arm feature.
Yeah. Remember, man had shook the shit out the motherfuckers. They company was about to belly the fuck up. They was like, oh shit, they come fuck with Madden. And then the next year they came out, they shook Madden. Madden was like, oh shit, man ain't know what to do. I think that's when they say, yo, let's get a contract with them niggas so they don't have to make that game no more.
Man, because
So
2K
they don't
was
have to make,
2K
so
was
they don't have
whooping
to make it no
their ass.
more. That's what Madden did. Madden started throwing out the contracts so they don't have to compete
Shoot,
no
Cause
more.
remember
supposedly they were supposed to come back this year.
2K had the college
Supposedly,
and the pros.
Yeah, yeah.
2K was supposed to come back this year, but we ain't still
And
heard
the
shit
thing
yet.
about what 2K was doing, you could
They
actually
had that nigga
draft. You can
like an
draft your
arcade
college
football
player
game or something.
to the NFL on the
Yup.
game.
It was supposed to have been released like last year, but apparently what's going on over there with that game is that apparently they had to they changed the direction of the game like 2 or 3 times. So
Fucking crazy.
so they had to start over. They said it's like no problem with the game. They had problems developing the game, so it's just like they just wanted to choose a different direction what they wanted to go. So that's the reason why we ain't really got it yet.
They're probably trying to figure out how close they can get to an actual simulation.
Yeah, they said that they were gonna push the limits on what they can do.
Mm-hmm.
Well, what they gonna end up doing? That
EA
shit
needs
gonna
to
be like,
unask that license,
look,
man.
look.
They,
What they gonna end up
man.
doing? It's gonna be like Sega CD. They're gonna have them live action games. Then that's how it's gonna be like on Sega CD. I hated that shit.
Yeah, man. I'm telling you, dog. Back in the day, man, I'm trying to tell y'all, for y'all young fellas out there that don't know, they ain't been around with the gaming systems and shit.
Man, I
The only
fucking
games
miss
I
those
liked
days though.
on Sega CD was Sewer Shark.
See, I ain't had Sega CD. I had a 3X or whatever that shit. All that shit. My some of my other cousins or friends of them had that shit. I remember my uncle had went in on. Had got he worked for them Jew bastards. The motherfucker gave him a brand new computer. So my cousin was wild, like my uncles used to be back in the day. You know what I'm saying? On them drugs, fucking around and shit. That nigga took that shit and sold that motherfucker. I said, son of a bitch. I was mad in the motherfucker. I used to go over there and go play them fucking games like it wasn't shit. Motherfucker had a Commodore 64. Guess what? That bitch got up and walked.
Damn.
With the name of Jesus in the Holy Trinity. I said, this is some bullshit. I was mad in the
He said
motherfucker.
somebody got you, right?
It wasn't even my shit, and I was mad like fuck.
You said he
I
got
mean,
up
I
and
ain't say.
Got them
I'm
good legs
saying,
to walk. Man.
yeah, that shit walked like it. Listen, that motherfucker ran. I said, cuz, what happened? My cousin was like, man. He said, Ty took that joint, man. Like what? Ty took that joint and sold that joint. My cousin, cause they used to say, damn, nigga, who that? No, he was just like his pop when his pop was young. Pop was
What you
wilding out
do? What you do to punch
before he
him? You break
became
that
a
nigga kneecaps.
no, because no. That nigga was wilding out like his pop before his pop became the man of the cloth. You know what I'm saying? Before he became a pastor
A
and shit.
minister.
Yeah, before he became a pastor and stuff. You know, this before we was born. He was wilding the fuck out. Or my uncle was, but I mean, my cousin he calmed down. He chilled the fuck out.
I know that
Stuff.
Tyler money be hitting.
He cooled. He chilled the fuck out. But he passed away though. But he cooled the fuck out years ago. Doing that
Mm.
wild shit. I said, damn, man, cuz was crazy. Like, cuz, I like, yo, man, that motherfucker was crazy. Like, damn, cuz, took your brother's sneakers and you took the fucking computer and shit. I was mad at the fucking Commodore. I was mad, like, damn, dog, I wanted to play that shit. We was talking about that joint one day, man. I was upset. I was highly upset.
hey, flip
Shit,
my
like,
hey, flip on some real
yeah.
shit. My cousin, my auntie Bob, man, that's my favorite auntie. Other than my mother, other than Frown.
Nigga, get to the goddamn story.
Goddamn. So Damn, nigga, you forgot my goddamn thought. Go on to talk. I forgot my thought. I'll do it in a minute. Man, you call my goddamn me off.
No, you were about to say something about your cousin.
Oh yeah, okay. My cousin. Yeah, I got it now. My cousin sit there. Her step pops was her my auntie boyfriend was a smoker. She had original. I think she had original Atari. She had a Atari 2600. She had a 20. I used to go over there. That's why you know what I'm saying. My parents already deal with my crazy ass. So they just go throw me somewhere, and make me be even. So I go over there, and I said, "What happened to the goddamn video games?" That said, old boy climbed the motherfucker for a hit.
Shit,
But
it hurt, didn't it? Did
I
you
was,
cry?
huh? I
Did
couldn't do nothing. I was like, I think about 7.
so you ain't crying. You say you how old you were?
About 7.
Nigga, you cry, cause I
I'm gonna
did.
fuck him up.
You wasn't gonna do shit. What you gonna do? What you gonna do? Try to karate chop you in the ankle? You wasn't gonna do shit, nigga. Shut up.
Bust his ass
Shit.
in.
I say the same shit, but I wasn't nothing I can do. I was crying, goddamn it. I ain't give a shit. I'm grown. Shit, I can admit that shit. That shit hurt my fucking feeling. I'm like, damn, man. When the nigga left that shit alone, I had to tell that nigga, that hurt my feelings, my nigga. You was my worst fucking enemy. Fucking fucking video game, that ain't even mine. Man, y'all missed that shit. Shit, I don't mind. Duke ain't had no money to get that job. My uncles wasn't going
Man,
to
that
school,
reminds
got
me of
it.
the time where my mom threw away my Yu-Gi-Oh cards because she said they were demonic. There's very few times I felt hate. That was one of those moments. As a kid, stuff like that. That's the stuff you treasure as a kid. So, we
I
seen that
believe you
just
too,
getting
say y'all.
But
throwing the throwing the
I could see
garbage in front of
her.
your face. That
I could
hurt.
see her throwing away them Yu-Gi-Oh cards. Um, I I could see that. I never liked Yu-Gi-Oh. Sorry.
Yeah, I can see that too. I can see that,
No,
and
but the
I
cartoon
know he was
Joker.
upset because you know what came
Yeah,
next
I like
after them
the
Yu-Gi-Oh cards. She took that nigga chocolate milk and peanut butter and jelly sandwiches too. That nigga K, I thought he was gonna play Yu-Gi-Oh and eat his fucking peanut butter and jelly sandwich and shit.
It looked like voodoo
That
cards.
that's when I that's the day I switched to peanut butter and chicken.
Yeah, like these I call them new born again gamers. That's why I call them new born again gamers. They got a voice in this motherfucking community. Sit your ass down and shut the fuck up. Do me a favor, because you don't have
Nigga,
no.
what the fuck wrong with this nigga?
No, I get
Nigga
tired
bone
of
bugging.
sit there, mother. I got a voice. No, you just got into this game. I don't even know who gave you. I don't know who even gave you a ticket. But this is a roller coaster over here. Don't get into your feelings, cause flip money going flip money gonna hurt him. Go ask Jerry.
You stupid. Yo, that nigga, you know the you know the worst thing about it, Rain? I made sure I directly sent that shit to him. I was gonna inbox him that too. I said, "No, I think the world need to see this." 'Cause I was gonna inbox him like, "Yeah, I want you to go on the show and say some shit so I can clown you again. Just go ahead, prove me fucking wrong. Cause all you gonna do is prove me right. Cause I know it. I know it. Like, yo, that's the weirdest. Like, I'm telling you, I don't understand that. Apple, get off Apple dick, nigga.
Man, say that again.
Like, Apple give a fuck about you. Go buy one of the. All Apple gonna do is tell you buy my product and suck my dick. Fuck somebody gonna get a one Xbox to get owned by Apple so we can play. Would you say bone $4,000, nigga? Please. I wish Apple would. I go dig up on Steve Jobs and clothesline the fuck out of him like 5 times, then put him back in the ground. Yeah, fuck out of here. And then smack the shit out of Steve Wozniak and the other motherfucker Steve. All three of them stink of Steve. Yeah, fuck out of here. Some niggas get that nigga, please. Like nigga, like do you understand? Like some people just say shit and don't think. Like you must don't know Apple very well, do you? That's the shit I be sitting there thinking about. This nigga don't know Apple. He must don't know Apple at all. And nigga over there in his house taking an apple spice bath. Like, nigga, what the fuck?
Yeah, I don't understand where that shit came from.
Smelling like fucking Sunny Delight. Nigga better be lucky his wife don't leave him again.
Oh
Come with
damn.
some apples. Nigga retarded, man. Something wrong with that boy, man. Every time
And
something,
she might did left. He probably didn't say nothing. Nigga, she see it.
motherfucker always upset about something, man. Like, damn,
Hey,
kids, like, what are we
hey,
doing?
y'all, this just is not right. But I swear to God, one of his best videos when that nigga almost died on that camera eating that hot chip. That shit cracked me the fuck up. I didn't know he did it. So shout out to my man. I think my man, one of my niggas that be driving at night and shit, eating all the goodies and all that shit. Sit there like, you see what this nigga doing? And this nigga was supposed to nigga had a seizure or a stroke and busting that all at the same time.
Hey, nigga, hey,
I
Rain,
don't
this
know
who
why
this
people be
nigga did,
fucking with
Rain.
them damn chips.
Hey, Rain,
Even
no, don't
chips are
listen to
Yeah.
what
warm.
Bone. Don't listen to what Bone said. This nigga took a regular plain hot chip and put it inside the a 52 fake out, put it inside like them hot bags and shit like that to make it seem like he eating them real extreme hot chip from fucking Mexico or some crazy shit like that. That nigga was eating a regular fucking barbecue chip and just flipped the fuck out and shit. Kids,
Oh
kids,
shit.
fool need to cut that weird shit the fuck out, dog. Niggas a noodle, dog. Fucking noodle ass dude, dog. I don't understand that boy, man.
What
Boy
kind of
was talented.
noodle? What kind of noodle? A
Come on, Flip,
Roman?
you gotta put them under your
Nah,
wing,
that nigga
man.
not even Roman. That nigga's a straight fucking. You know what? You know what he is? Nah, I ain't even gonna go there. I ain't gonna go there. I was gonna say some real fucked up shit. I ain't even gonna go there. Fucking nigga weird, man.
But he been straddling the fence, like in between. Like when he get around certain individuals, it's like, bro, like he can't never have a straight Xbox podcast. Like he just can't be straight Xbox. Like he always got to try like he be in the middle. I was like, man, stop that middle shit. Like
That nigga's a
because
triple changer, my nigga. He's a fucking triple
because
changer.
he has the
Every
same talking points that ponies do. That's what be pissing me off.
that nigga's a pony bot. I'm tell you, dog. That nigga's a pony bot. That nigga's a fucking triple changer pony bot. He's sucking every last fucking council dick for no apparent reason.
Well,
It's like
Flip,
No,
whenever
but I
he
think
feel
he
like
doing
I
that
made a
shit
deal
because of the
today.
Weapon Wheel podcast, though.
Flip, I
like
made
But
a
he
he
said,
deal
he
well,
don't
today.
we know
even
he getting fucked by them
no,
niggas in the weapon will. They
I
be having
man,
phone sex and
don't they
shit.
own his podcast or something like
Yeah,
that?
that nigga, that
So he
nigga be
probably be
having
happy to do
phone
that.
sex.
Do this shit.
Listen here, Punisher. Listen to the word that is coming out of my mouth. Them niggas be having phone sex on video chat. I don't trust none of them. They all a bunch of fucking sissy. They sit over there, jerk their dick, and talked about PlayStation. I'm telling you. They probably got, you know how they be having kids food in there? They be giving them sucker bet to beat a game. They were like,
Yep.
let's see who beat the dick the fastest. Let's see who jerked the dick the fastest. I'm telling you, dog. I sense this shit in the fucking force. Some niggas be on video chat talking about that. If you can jerk your dick faster than me, kids move, I'll buy you a game. I'm telling you, this shit is going on over there, yo. Some niggas is weird.
You know, I wouldn't even put it past them.
The views and
They
opinions
probably
from
doing some
Flip
shit like
Money.
that.
You know what I'm saying? I don't give a shit. You can tell him that shit. He jerk his dick off with his friends and all. You might as well add that nigga J Tech in there too. Them motherfuckers over there doing circle jerk with a PlayStation in the fucking middle. Motherfucker worship that PlayStation. They jerking their dick while the PlayStation in the middle, like it's some fucking ass bone like to say a cult.
My thing is just get a PlayStation and shut the fuck up. You know, just play on PlayStation and stay over there. That's what I
They
say.
they can't.
That's what it
Gotta
seemed like.
understand. They can't be normal. You gotta realize these people can't be normal gamers. They can't. It's not in their DNA to be normal, yo.
Nah.
Like what
Sometimes you got to
Kids Smooth remind me of them Xbox dudes from a few years ago where they was pro Xbox and all of a sudden they just started complaining and then they flipped the PlayStation.
I thought you was gonna say.
That's
I
what
thought you remind me. He was reminding you of Jim Jones. I was like, oh shit.
no, that's what it seemed like Kid Smooth is doing right now.
kids
Kids
moving
move.
J
He
Tech
wanted
and
to
sending
flip.
me.
Kids move.
But he's scared to do
He
it.
sold his soul.
He's
Listen
scared
here.
to break the shit
Him,
that come with it.
him and J Tech is sending each other dick pic. God damn it, I said it. Shit. Shit. Niggas bugging, man.
They also send a pics of each other with their mouth on dildos and everything.
At least MBG, at least he kept it 100 with himself when he flipped. You know,
Fuck him too. I
MBG, MBG, you
I
know what?
told
That nigga funny though.
MBG.
I'm not gonna lie. I think he's funny.
what funny looking.
No, that motherfucker funny, dog. The shit how he tried to moonwalk on water, man, shit is fucking, it's paid. I say, yo, what the? That motherfucker looked like he was gonna cry. I'm like, yo, if you notice it, when you look at these pictures of these hardcore ponies and shit, they all look like they're about to cry, like they sad about something. That's why I say you
Shoot,
gotta feed him like you gotta feed him
they
like a
trying
baby
to,
bird.
They just
they
need
trying to,
steroids.
they trying to freaking hype up quantum error like it's gonna be the game of the year.
I don't even know what the fuck you just said or what that is.
That
But I'm
motherfucker
telling
was
you, dog.
Exactly,
a
exactly.
single A title that's gonna go wood because they was
I don't
talking
know.
about you want to
I
put
still don't know
talking
what
about
language you're saying right about now. But listen here, I'm telling you, niggas weird, man.
Hmm.
The motherfucker look sad. Look at Porter Rock. He looked like he was sad.
man.
Look, what that other nigga name that was on the Iron Lord podcast with Limited Enough, and he looked like he was sad. What that motherfucking name?
J
Baka.
Dub,
Yeah, J Dub. That nigga.
he looked like
They
he
was
about to cry.
yo.
Oh, J Dub was
They
distraught.
was
He was
clowning the
damn.
shit out of J
J Dub
Dub. That
About to
shit
cry,
was
contemplating
boy.
funny.
suicide. See?
That was funny as fuck with J Dub. How they was clowning his dumb ass. I said, yo, at this point, he should have just got left off the podcast. I'm still waiting to see the
Shit,
greatness. No, nigga,
J
y'all
He
waiting to
Dub,
see
did leave
greatness.
after
J
that, didn't he?
Dub
He
was
come up with
looking
some
like,
excuse telling he had to leave, and then
hey,
Yep, he
left.
did.
Oh, I
He
don't
did.
know.
hey,
I ain't see. Oh, well, see, I
No,
ain't
he
see
ended up
that part.
leaving. He ended up leaving.
J Dub looked like his card had declined. That's what he looked like.
I know, right? He on a date night.
He got all this
Insufficient funds.
and swipe.
Please add more money to your account. Your account has been overdrafted.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
My dog going through the struggles right now.
Mm-hmm. J Dub looked like he
Tried
was
tried to wrap it on his shirt.
at the line at Walmart or some shit.
He tried to wrap it on his shirt. Hey, see where you work now? Wrap it on my shirt.
And Sony's
My
Sony got
dog out
listen
here
here, man.
working like 4 jobs.
Sony got them dudes real good, man. Sony got them dudes real good. Sony got them cats real
Yeah, they
good,
did
man.
get him.
Sony, I mean, I'm just, it is what it is. Yeah, I mean, they may not
Even
like it, don't want to hear it.
even your boy Lucas, like he's seeing the light a little bit.
No, that motherfucker want to cry. That's what you see.
Man, that
You
old
see,
man, the
you see
person
that
ass
motherfucker want to cry.
there. No,
That motherfucker, because he say it again, Bone.
hey, somebody need to put that nigga on. That's the motherfucker you need to wear from Suicide Watch because he's acting too nice. He's dealing with it too easily. Somebody need
You,
to go check on that motherfucker.
you say he see the light. That motherfucker trying to ease his way over to the Xbox side. That
Yeah.
motherfucker knew what was going on the
I'm
whole
sorry, we
time.
ran out of Xbox jackets. I'm sorry, he can't join. We ran out of Xbox jackets.
Well, there you go.
Yep. And we're not hiring right now.
There you go.
We ain't
There you
We
hiring.
go.
don't have pony size jackets. All right, I
Well,
got
there
you.
you go.
Calm down.
Well, the council has spoken. Hey, yo, that shit crazy. 'Cause that boy, yo, because he looked sad too.
These
That shit, it's
these
what the
these
dude
ponies
that
out here.
got on? Huh? You what?
These ponies out here crying because they just got fixed at the vet. They can't reproduce no
Oh,
more.
No,
snap.
no.
They over there getting
What's the other
neutered.
boy name? What's the other boy that looked like he in the vet? He looked like he's part of the vet. The dude with the face.
Oh, Dreamcast guy.
Yeah, that nigga. That nigga look like he need to be in there as one of the animals in the vet.
I told you that motherfucker like the second coming of Willow, my nigga. Willow up good.
Dang, you
What
know
the hell
what's
about
been
to
the
talk
number?
about?
Hey, you
What's
know
the
what's been the number
joking?
one song these past few weeks?
What?
Kumbaya, my lord. That's what all niggas singing right now. Go there, sing
Yeah.
Kumbaya.
How many, answer this, ladies and gentlemen and boys and girls out there. How many death threats did they
Mm-hmm.
send to that judge?
Mm-hmm.
with the church robes on.
Mm-hmm. You know what them Xbox been singing though. Oh, to them ponies.
What's up
Oh
with you,
yeah, I
little
forgot
darky?
about that.
They all.
I forgot about that. Oh, Rain had to go.
Nah,
Oh, I thought he had to.
he
Yo,
finna
but
go.
I just, man, I don't.
Them ponies over there trying to get rain.
Oh shit, Rain, you better
Don't
watch it.
worry,
You better
dog.
watch your.
Barricade them windows and them doors, dog. You'll be fine.
Rain, you better watch your front and your back.
Mm-hmm.
I got guns. Don't worry about it. I got pistols.
You better be ready to use that shit. You gotta excuse. They're like, yo, why you shot him? Listen here. How you feel about an animal trying to grab you? Motherfucker
Over there
crazy,
trying to
man.
touch you in your no spots.
I got
Yo,
I
that
got
nigga said
Halo.
no spot.
I
Goddamn.
got Halo artillery.
All you gotta do, yeah, all you gotta do is show them motherfuckers a fucking show them damn. Show
Oh,
them
my nigga Jesse called that nigga piece of man face.
oh shit. Show that motherfucker Xbox controller, they'll fade away like kryptonite. Oh shit.
Man, you know
Dream,
what?
dream,
You know what Dreamcast
Dreamcast,
guy look like? You know what Dreamcast guy really look like though? Have
a
you ever
beehive.
crumpled? Have you ever crumpled up a brown paper bag and uncrumpled it up and see all the wrinkles in it? That's what his face looked like.
Dreamcast gotta look like grits when it's balling. They be popping.
Uh look like some of his facial juice is gonna pop on you if you stand too
Damn.
close.
I don't even think that's real mustache and shit he got on his face. I think he glued that shit on. I don't think he can grow facial hair. I think he put that shit on there.
He did
Man,
that hair by hair. So you know that
Yeah.
shit took
that's
like 4 hours to
that's
do.
that's that extra shit that came in the PS5 box he put on his face.
Oh shit.
The little
Yeah.
He
styrofoam.
had to get a hairline transplant for his mustache.
Yo, hold on. I'm glad you remember the motherfucker was sleeping with their PlayStation 4 and they was putting it in blankets and shit. Like, what the fuck was that about? This motherfucker was putting blankets and putting that shit in
If
blankets
I could
and
find it,
stuff like that.
if I could find it, I should have sent it to you, and I would have had it. You know these motherfuckers is going on a rant because of Mike. This dude lost his mind. Flip. I'm talking about lost. This white boy lost his mind. He was like he proposed stuff, and I'm not gonna buy none of their games anymore.
I believe it.
And I'm like, I'm not buying them. And he was. I'm like, man, somebody need to go get him. He's like, he might go shoot up some shit.
Hmm.
Somebody need to, yeah, if y'all got a video on him, y'all call the police right now. Go squat his ass. Go squat him for fun. That
You got
motherfucker, he was losing it.
you got to watch these motherfuckers. I'm telling you, yo. They believe all them lies and shit that Sony told them. Sony told them the tales of 1,000 tales, and they believe that shit too. They believe every fucking nook and cranny story that Tony. Damn, hold on. And she picking shit.
What's
Yeah,
up
they
with you?
believe all the lies and shit. Hold up. They believe all them lies and shit that Sony had told them. And it's crazy. I still want to figure out what the fuck Phil Spencer lied about, what Xbox lied about, why this nigga want Apple to have Xbox. I'm still trying to figure out what would
You
be.
know, one of the biggest irritation when they keep saying Phil lied about VR. I'm tired of hearing that shit.
Motherfucking Sony VR going wood.
My thing is this: when the fuck
Okay,
Phil said it?
he
When the
made
fuck
this.
Phil? When did Phil? Hold up, on. When did Phil ever said that we was gonna get VR?
He
No, he
never
So
said
so
really
he was
said
looking.
it.
Said,
He just
he
mentioned
mentioned
it.
it.
That's all.
Yeah.
okay,
Yeah,
but okay, okay, all right. Even though he just mentioned it,
I
so
thought he
what that
said.
sounds like?
I thought
What
he
that sounds
said
like to me is
that he
that
wasn't. They're not interested in VR at the moment. That's what I thought he said.
Right, exactly. That's
yeah, he
exactly what he
did. All
said.
right, right. But my thing is this: where the lie coming at? So that lets me think. For all the people out there that like, sucking dick in VR, that's your choice. I don't care. But what I'm trying to understand is that what did y'all knew that the PlayStation web browser was going to be gone? Is that's why y'all mad at Xbox? Because y'all was hoping Xbox will have a VR so y'all can continue on sucking dick in VR on the X. I don't understand that. That's what I'm trying to
See,
Actually,
figure the fuck out.
matter of fact, if I remember correctly, the reason why he said they're not interested in VR right now because he said they wanted the technology to get better.
Yeah,
right.
yeah. That sounds about right.
Yep. Because
But I'm just
I want
saying.
to say he wanted he
Because
said he wanted like a wireless he don't
Yeah,
want a
right,
he
wireless
yeah.
with
wanted
the
not tethered,
headset or
Yeah,
something like that.
not
yeah.
tethered.
Facts.
He wanted one
Facts.
that
That's
wasn't
exactly what he
tethered.
said.
Yeah, I remember that. He didn't want it tethered. He said no, he don't want that tether.
But
But
see, they bitch about everything because remember, they could have had EA access. They didn't want it. As soon as it came out and it was successful, all of a sudden they wanted it. And they tried to blame Phil and said Phil had kept EA access off of PlayStation. So they asked Peter Moore. Jeff Keighley asked Peter Moore about it, and Peter Moore said, "Ask Sony." He said, "Ask Sony why EA access and not on PlayStation."
was that Peter Moore or yeah, that was Peter Moore, wasn't it?
Yep, because he was sitting down with Jeff Keighley. That's after EA Access came out.
Damn, how
Um,
long did we have EA access?
huh?
Like the second year the console came out, right?
It was around 2014, 20. Because they announced it. I think it was 2015 E3, something like that.
So yeah, that's right. EA access. Damn, no,
Because
couldn't have been
Peter
no
Moore was on
2014.
stage.
Not 2014. I mean, because Whatchamacallit left in oh 07. Peter Moore left
Who?
in oh 07.
No, Peter Moore was still wait. He left Xbox, but he went to EA.
Oh, right. Right, you're right. You threw me the fuck off right there. That shit. I'm like, wait a minute, what? But yeah, you're right. Goddamn, you're right. Absolutely right.
And then Jeff Keighley sitting across from him with his leg crossed. Do you think EA Access is gonna come to PlayStation? He said, "Ask Sony."
Well, wait a minute. Let me ask you something. Didn't they did that again? They asked somebody else something like that before about something else. Why is it? I can't remember what it is, but why is it every time a game or a new feature that come to the Xbox or whatever come to the Xbox, they ask someone else that instead of asking Sony. I
Cause
don't understand that.
see, a lot of stuff that PlayStation can't do and the Xbox can. So it's not Microsoft's fault that your console can't do certain things. Y'all should have made a better console.
No. You're right. But the fact of the matter is, why can't they go to Sony and ask Sony that shit? Why you asking third
Exactly.
party developers? Why you getting that mad? Because we all know that's what it is. Why they mad at Microsoft? Because Microsoft has, regardless what if you want to say their console is weak or not, which I don't believe, their feature is better.
Right.
So why are
And
you mad at Microsoft when you should be directing that towards Sony?
because see, a lot of stuff when Microsoft
That
does
don't fit the
first,
narrative.
they don't think it's gonna be successful. See, Sony like to sit back and watch to see if things gonna be successful or not. Microsoft take risks. Microsoft took risk with Xbox Live, even though people clowned them for it. They took risks, it became successful. Then Sony tried to jump on it on online gaming. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So Microsoft had the achievement system. Sony wasn't gonna do it. They copied it like 3 years later. They always playing catch up in a lot of ways because they think, oh, what Microsoft doing it's not going to work or it's not going to be the future. But then it becomes successful. Then they end up looking stupid. But then the gaming media, it's not going to put Sony on blast. They'll say,
Of course.
"Oh, just like when they start charging for online. Remember at the beginning of the PS4 generation, they start charging for online, and they say, "Oh, Sony have to do it because Microsoft was already charging." You know what I'm saying? But the
Which
real
is what
reason
you
why
play.
Sony started doing it because they seen how much money Microsoft was making off Xbox Live. That's what that was. And Sony lost a lot of money off PlayStation Plus back on the PS3 era because the ponies then wasn't buying games then because because Sony was putting a lot of their games in PlayStation Plus, and PlayStation Plus was free back then. Their online was free. They were putting a lot of
Right.
they
Sony
first
was the first
party.
one that did it
Yeah,
first
yeah,
before Microsoft.
they were putting their games in there for free, but the opponents wasn't buying shit. They'll wait till the game get in PlayStation Plus, then they'll start playing the game. And Sony lost a lot of money. That's why when the PS4 generation came out, you know that they started remastering a lot of them games for the PS4. Cause Sony was like, shit, y'all didn't buy it then, y'all gonna damn sure buy it now.
It's just, it's a shame that's how Sony played. It's bad when they came out with their version of Game Pass first, but yet they're still playing catch up. And I mean by that is just because they came out with it first, they still playing catch up because they don't have the infrastructure to make it as good as Microsoft. Like you came up with something that was nice and lovely, but it took Microsoft to improve on it and to make it better when that should have been their job to do that. But then again, what is I'm talking about? They're not a software company like that. They're not a good
Right.
software company like Microsoft is. So it is, and it's
See,
crazy how
see, see,
Microsoft outdid them in hardware.
see, Pony is delusional. You got ponies out here running around talking about um Call of Duty got popular on the PlayStation. Like
No,
PlayStation made what Call of Duty is, and I'm like, you motherfuckers don't know what you're talking about. You know what I'm saying? Like they delusional. There's obviously a lot of them must be new. They ain't been gaming that long.
and you know what make it bad, as you say, is as the media goes on to
Hmm.
Taku and IGN and GameSpot, a lot of them they don't correct them. They don't correct the pony. They don't. It's like that's why I don't understand what is so hard of saying good play, Microsoft, good play. It was a dude on when they were showing it on the dude that's on kind of funny. One of the boys on with other thing on best friend Colin Moriarty, whatever his name is, with him. When the guy was saying, okay, kudos, he tried to brush it under the rug real quick. We all seen it on Twitter. Kudos to Microsoft. Okay, I get it. They bought Activision, but like, come on, stop it. By you admitting that Microsoft did it and they bought Activision and competing with them, let's not try to change the rule of how you compete in video game spaces. Like Satya Nadella said, even he admitted it and said it ahead of time as if he knew what was going to happen when this court case came up. When he said it first, he said, we're second, third, consider, where we at around the world, whatever. You know what I'm saying? He didn't step away from that shit saying, oh no, we third in video game or whatever. He said this ahead of time. So he planted that shit already when he knew what was going to happen. It's as if he knew the future. Because he said
But
that shit when they first talked about
but
that.
but
He said,
but
so
you,
let's
but you
compete.
see but you see your boy Colin, something wrong with this guy because he one in the same podcast he did, this dude said um, Microsoft has to compete or they buying their way into the industry. And then he said he was always talking about exclusive. Then later on in the same show, he said, who cares if games is exclusive or not? I'm like, what?
Brother Lawai, what you got to say, Brother Lawai?
Uh, what's the main topic of the conversation? I'm
Man,
jumping in like
we
in the
free
middle.
falling this shit. We just free falling that shit. Talking about that
Oh,
contradiction and the insanity that these ponies have in their head.
uh, well, I mean, I don't know. You try to ask for logic from somebody who's just like, look, man, ponies are they're illogical creatures. They don't. Um, It doesn't have to look. All they care about is something being bad for Xbox. They don't care what it is. It can be anything. They'll rag on anything. I just saw somebody talking about how the Ninja Turtle controller is an L for Xbox, and this is why they're not going to win the generation. And I'm like, what the fuck is that? It's a custom console. It has nothing to do with nothing. They do these shits all the time. You know what I mean? That
Or are
shit's
they
crazy.
or are they mad because they don't have a custom console?
Yeah, but
And
I'm
this
saying it's
is
not even something you could buy anyway. You couldn't even buy it if you wanted to. So I don't even understand what the fuck is even the argument. You know what I mean? Like, what are we talking about here? Is it no one could buy it? It's a raffle only console. You know, so what are we talking about here?
you know what I don't get. They act as though if they can't do like what I did. Y'all, everybody on the panel seen my Xbox. How I got the Dark Knight, whatchamacallit on my Xbox. How I got it hooked up on my Xbox. You act like you can't go out there and buy skins and put it on your damn PlayStation.
How
I
do you
don't
lose?
understand that. I don't understand that. Like, that's the thing I don't get. You can literally go out here and buy these skins and make your console look like whatever the fuck you want to. Or custom console good? Yeah, I think they are. I think they're a nice collectible piece to have or whatever. But I don't understand why you must label a generation based off of the way a console look, the appearance of the outside. We can say we can say the same thing about Sony. Like, look at that shit. To
Yeah,
this day, I'm still trying to figure out what the fuck it's supposed to be. Cause it look like a router. But fuck it, I don't give a shit. As long as that shit play good ass game. I ain't taking nothing away from Sony not having a good game. They just wouldn't, as I always say, they just would never be as better as Microsoft.
like like I think I don't know when the whole you know idea that everything that PlayStation does has to be the end all be all. And maybe it was the PS2. You know what I mean? Like when Xbox was just coming in, PlayStation had been dominant since PlayStation 1, and Nintendo was kind of struggling to figure out what it was doing. Like it had a good console with the GameCube, but it wasn't um it wasn't like this world beater console because it was no longer about graphics with the Nintendo. You know what I mean? Maybe it was that. And let's be honest, like PS2, as much as we're going to be like, all right, well, it wasn't better, like a better built console than the Xbox,
Right.
but it just had mad games. It had mad games, even though those games was ashy as hell compared to the original OG Xbox. It just had a lot of games. So people that didn't really fuck with Xbox that never actually came over, they were content. And I get why they had a lot of games. So they automatically went over to the PS3. And that's when, the games were noticeably worse than the 360. But see, at that point, a lot of those guys, they reluctantly bought uh a 360. They didn't really buy it because they wanted it. They bought it because they really had no choice, which is which is why the 360 sold the way it did. You know what I mean? It's like if you want to play games, the games is over here. And it's not that the games wasn't like the 360 had like all these like super duper duper exclusives. They had them, but it was just that they had some exclusives, but it was mostly because the games just ran better even on the noticeably weaker console, because we could see the difference between the 360 and the PS3 at the end of the generation. But that difference is only really noticeable with the exclusives, was with The Last of Us and the Uncharted and all that stuff. Outside of Halo and Gears, you didn't really have anything that was like, showing a huge graphical difference at the end of the generation. You know what I mean? So, but because of the way that shit was designed, the only people they could get to make those games looking like that were their first party studios. So, like for them, I think It's like that's why they always bring up 360. If you think about it, they always bring up 360 generation because it's the only time they were actually made to play an Xbox. You know, without because not because they chose to, but be really they didn't really have a choice. So they just view that as like, well, I only choose a console. I mean, play a console if I have no choice but to play it. You know what I mean? Versus like the quality of the games that they have versus the features that are there. So I guess that's the mindset, and that's a mindset a lot of some of the cats like Kid Smooth. That's why he struggles when he's in these ponies conversations, and they always run up to him, "Well, why you buy an Xbox?" And it's like, bro, you're when someone asks you why you buy an Xbox, you tell them why you bought an Xbox. Why do you want an Xbox? Not why you try to convince the other guy why he should buy an Xbox. That's not the question. But that's why he always freaking gets himself in these crazy ass situations talking about Xbox should be bought by Apple and dumb shit like that. Like, how does that shit change anything?
He don't
Like
know.
you would say, so you want Xbox to just become a fucking uh an app
That,
on
that,
the Apple Store?
that,
Like what the
that's
fuck?
exactly what it's going to say.
Yeah, because his assumption would be like, oh, Apple would take over and they would push Xbox. It'd be
No, they
like
won't.
in his mind, he thinks that Xbox would literally just replace the Microsoft logo with Apple, and then they would just push all the Xbox consoles like Apple. And I'm like, bro, that's not how that's going to work. You got to understand the mindset of what fucking Apple is. You know, they'll just say,
Apple,
make that shit an app on my
I
fucking
don't,
piece
I don't think
on my Mac.
that's hard for him. That's hard for him to understand the mindset what Apple is. That's why I was saying, like, do he not know what Apple? That's why I was saying it earlier. I don't even think he know what a fucking fruit is. A fruit,
Mm.
a fucking actual apple is that grows off a goddamn tree. I don't think he understands that. For him to even say what he said, like you're trying to force these people into the Xbox ecosystem. That's what he's trying to do. He's trying to get them to force them to get them to change their mind about how they think about Xbox. And he can't do that. You can't. That's like Microsoft trying to switch everybody, trying to get some of the PlayStation fans to come over to the Xbox when they already done said we know we can't do that. They done with that. They trying to get the new people now that never played a console. So why are you trying to convince these dudes that been bred and raised at a fucking PlayStation dude? You can't change that.
Yeah, because he's trying to. While again, a lot of these dudes that struggle with this is like you got to remember having a console has to be a choice. It has to be your choice. Like so, if you want to just say, "Oh, Microsoft, you only can fight this way," right? Like imagine this. We just they just had the boxing match between Errol Spence and Crawford, right? It, the crazy thing is like, all right, so imagine if you had two fighters, right? One guy
We
is a
don't.
right hand fight, huh? I'm not talking about the fight, but I'm just saying. Well, imagine you had two fighters. One guy's a southpaw and one is just a standard fighter, right? But you're telling the southpaw, nah, you can't fight that way. Even though like the southpaw's been fighting right hand his whole life, and he gets some wins off, but he's really a southpaw. And he finds out, he's like, look, if I switch it up to a style that actually works for me, I'm a better fighter this way. But because now he's winning, you're like, no, 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 that's not fair. No, you can't do that because I'm not accustomed to fighting people that do fight this way. So you have to switch back to standard. He was like, but I'm really naturally a southpaw. You're like, yeah, I get that, but I'm losing, so that's not fair. I'm judged. That's not fair. He can't just switch up how he's fighting because I'm losing now. So I need him to go back to fighting standard so I can keep winning. Like that's what they're complaining about. Like Microphones figured out like why the fuck am I gonna fight this dude where I'm weakest at instead of switching up to a style that I know I'm better at, and then let me compete that way. Let me really compete that way. So now instead of you just trying to fight Xbox on a budget, trying to fight Xbox basically being hamstrung by the Windows division. All that shit's off. Xbox now just gets, you know, all the funding that it needs straight from Microsoft without having to go through all the bullshit, right? But now it was easy to laugh at it before because you knew that they weren't going to get everything they needed in order to really compete. Now they are. You don't like that shit. Now, now this guy that you looked at as being weak, and now you got to actually really deal with his ass, and and that's a position they don't like. That's why they constantly cry about it. Because think about it, these dudes wasn't crying like this before. They were not. They were saying Xbox compete, Xbox put up a fight. Now they're saying Xbox, what are you doing? This is not fair. You know,
You ain't shit loud,
but
right?
they're not looking at but they're not talking
but
about the stuff that they did. They're not talking about all
hmm
the deals that they make that aren't fair. They're not talking about how they use their leverage in order to keep games from coming to Game Pass. Listen, none of this buying shit would have ever happened other than like Xbox was content with just buying a couple of studios here and there and just growing Game Pass with some third party deals, right? Meaning like what's the game that just came out? Remnant
The remnant.
or the EA game. Say the EA game comes out, right? Microsoft will make a deal and say, okay, you can bring your game to Xbox, put it in Game Pass. We're going to pay you the difference for that, and that'd be cool. And they would take that deal, but then Sony started saying, wait, hold up, these motherfuckers actually putting third party. We don't want to lose nothing. We don't want to assume that anybody will go over to Xbox to play these games. So we're gonna block all this shit. And because they did that
hmm
and they kept on doing it, then Microsoft was like, well, fuck it. We gotta switch up our style. Then they started saying, you know what, we're not only gonna block shit from coming over to Game Pass, we're gonna try to make even more games exclusive. That's when Xbox was like, all right, now we just gotta try to buy the publishers and shit.
But
So they did. Yeah, go
you,
ahead.
you notice something? I'm glad you said that. It doesn't matter. Listen here, even in the 360 era, they was bitching and moaning and crying. They had petition and everything. Fucking Gears of War should have never been on a 360. It looked like dog shit. That shit looked better on PlayStation. Never even seen what the fuck that shit was going to look like on a PlayStation. All the games, all the hot games or whatever. It it's like it don't matter. Even if Microsoft, let's say Microsoft would have did it and was like, yo, Microsoft sales is coming up. Microsoft was selling like I don't know, like I don't like 170. They both were selling like 100 and 100, 200 something million
Huh?
consoles and shit. They still would cry about it. Oh, Microsoft need to come up with better games. Let's just say Quantum Break, all them games sell. You know what they're gonna do? They still gonna cry like what they did with the fucking goddamn on Halo and Gears of War. They're still gonna complain even if on what the other game, that Roman game that came out, Son of Rome, even if on that other game that Insomnia made from Xbox they would have made another one, that joint would have sold or whatever, they would have still come. I don't understand how is it that you could come up and try to pull the narrative on every fucking thing that Microsoft does. I don't understand these PlayStation dudes like and and when I say that, I mean these motherfucking meteor, these fucking Colin
Yeah.
and all these mother. Listen here, they are a fucking disease. I'm dead serious. Like it
No, it
don't
ain't
make
no
no.
lie.
I don't understand that.
Yeah, it's not a lie because even with the narrative that X games don't sell on Xbox, that narrative isn't used against Sony. We just found out that Ratchet and Clank only sold like 1.1 million with like 40 million PlayStation 5s and shit.
I broke that
So
shit down.
so if that's the case, y'all was laughing at Sunset Overdrive when that shit only sold 1.5 or some shit in around the same time frame.
They what?
Because
I'm
remember,
sorry.
Yep.
They
remember,
was. They
And you
was.
because
got
They
to
was
remember
think
making
at the
about
money.
same
now
time,
too.
Yup.
huh?
Would you say
Yeah,
Punisher?
that's what I'm.
No, I said Sunset Overdrive. It sold
Uh,
1.5 with last Xbox One's on the market too.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like that's when that was before the One X had came out. It sold like 1.5. But again, at that time, PlayStation, like I think Uncharted had sold 20 or something like that, or close to 20. So like I mean, that was the issue. You know what I mean? Like, so, but they didn't want to. They don't talk about that today. That Ratchet and Clank only sold 1 point. They like, oh no, that's good. But like, yo, but compared to like what X like we don't like again you can't really talk sales against Xbox now because it's that's not the only way they get money. Like they get money through Game Pass and that's a reoccurring sale that they constantly get every month. So you can't really look at it the same way. But they try to make it that way, but that's not how that works, man. You know what I mean? Like, so the value of like 40 million people who purchase a game ain't going to be the same as 40 million subscribers. You know what I mean? Because at a point, there's a cutoff for that, purchase of the game versus, the subscribers.
Who sleep?
Because I don't
I
know.
don't need, I'm trying to
Obviously,
figure it out.
I'm so.
It might be rain. Rain might be sleep.
Very sleep.
Hey
Let me
man,
bring Mike.
hey man, he
Bring
might have
Mike.
been, he might have been watching the fight. He got
You can
drunk and
unmute. He
shit.
can unmute himself. Let me wait back up. But go ahead,
Yeah,
loud.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, but like to me, it's like this generation is just begun. You got all these narratives that ponies try to switch up. All the bullshit they talk so much bullshit. They don't even. It's like they gotta jump through hoops in order to keep from tripping over the bullshit they just said. That like this whole week has been egg on their face about the whole Ratchet and Clank shit, and now they trying to switch it up and say, oh well, that's not what they said, bitch, but that's what you said. You said it could never come. You said that shit couldn't even play on a fucking S. That was the whole narrative. Because when they said at first they said it was only possible on PlayStation, right? That's what fucking Insomniac said. Then y'all ran with that shit and said that's why the Xbox Series S is dog shit. It can't run no fucking Ratchet and Clank. And now it comes out you can run that shit on the HDD. We sleep the bitch. The shit is all over Twitter. Now y'all talking about well they don't run it as smooth. Bitch, that wasn't the argument. Y'all niggas said it couldn't run at all.
At all. Period. Point blank.
Yeah. And
Unable.
and you
Not
talking about a
capable.
different and you talking about a difference of like what does it take? Like most loading on the PS5 is like on like 2 seconds, 2 seconds or a little bit lower. And on the SSD is like 2.5 or some shit like that. And then on the HDD it's like around 5 or 6 or some shit, depending on like how fast it is. And then on top of that, you got freaking SSDs that are capped. So the ones that are faster than the PS5 on the PC can't even go faster than the PS5 because they don't allow them to do so. Basically, they're not trying to get fucking shown up. So be like, nope. Man, if they could load as fast as the PS5, that's fine. But they try to go faster. No, they can't go no faster because we're not trying to be fucking looking crazy out here. You know what I mean? Like,
But you want to notice something? Notice Sony don't respond to that. Like they got these third world. I said third world. They got these third party developers
Might
saying
as
all
well
this
be.
crazy shit, and it's like, yo, y'all not checking them. And,
yeah,
Hey,
we're going to say the same thing as Bone, like the damn, what the fuck Bone was saying. Bone, like, god damn it, I can't think. I forgot what it was that Bone always be saying and shit. Oh yeah. As Bone like to say, that motherfucker, the bottleneck is fucking overclocked. They can't not go no further. Like you were saying and Bone was saying, you can't go no further when you got a system that you overclock.
you know,
yeah.
you know, hey, you know why they on that Sony SSD, right?
Oh shit.
Because it's quicker to get that white catch up from sucking Sony dick.
Lord Jesus. They be looking like that young boy that be doing that weird ass dance, sucking dick on
What's wrong with
on
this little
Twitter.
nigga, dog? This little
I forget what that dude name is.
Oh shit.
yeah, yeah,
No,
yeah,
Yeah, I
yeah.
gotta get that SSD. I get that white catch up real quick, man. It
Yeah,
ain't
yeah,
like
I
Xbox
hop
where you
on
gotta
that.
actually.
I don't think we okay. I don't think we even hopped on the dude, the developer dude that talk about his game. That game that's supposed to do miraculous shit. I mean, the Sony, that Microsoft, that they can't get Microsoft to do, and I'm puzzled by that one.
You talking about quantum error? What you talking
Yeah,
about?
yeah,
I find that absurd that they
That
would
That
old,
even say
dog
some
shit
shit
looking
like that.
game.
that's that old
That
cracker
game
jack
looks
game.
terrible.
Yeah, they're gonna put
That
that
game looks
developer in the
shitty as
same room with
hell.
Jeff Keighley.
Yep. He gonna get it doctored.
Please
yeah.
don't touch
Well,
me, Jeff Keighley. Please don't touch me.
yeah. Well,
He gonna have a PlayStation dial. One of the what was that game that PlayStation had with the little sewing dial? I forgot what it's called. They gonna have one of them little dials and say, "Where did Jeff Keighley catch you at?" Yeah.
yeah. I mean, I don't listen with that guy.
Who paid him to
You
say
know,
that shit? That's what I want to know. He got paid to say that shit. I'm sorry. Fuck
What?
that.
yeah. I think shit, look, I think it comes down to maybe the game wasn't getting enough attention, so they tried to bolster their like interest via
Hold on. The
the
game out
console war.
already?
No, it ain't come out
No, it's
yet.
not out
I
yet.
was
Not
about to
yet.
say. Oh, I get what you're saying. Like it ain't getting enough press or big advertisement. Listen here, you can't go up against a big behemoth like Starfield and think that you're gonna get some action out of here. Slow your ass down, sit down, and wait your turn. That's all he can do. Like, come on, dog. Don't nobody even know who the fuck you are. Like, I'm not. No. I'm
Well,
being
that's what I was
honest.
trying to use it for the console war
Yeah,
to
I'm
get
just being
eyes on the
honest.
game. You know,
Right. Right. I'm not trying to just be smart or crack jokes or something. No one know who this guy is. Like you're nobody. You come out of nowhere and just start saying random shit. What you did was you figured if you say some slick shit about Microsoft, everybody else, all the ponies, you knew the pony would get behind you and run with that shit.
yeah, they're just playing off how stupid
Yeah,
the
but he
ponies
playing
are.
with fire. I'm telling you, he gonna be looking down the basement for Mark Cerny, but then he gonna go to the wrong basement and find Jeff Keighley, and then it's
Jeff
gonna be
Keighley,
too late.
Jeff
Yeah,
Keighley gonna
but
shut
No,
that
what's gonna
door and
happen
say, "Come
is
on."
He,
Oh,
they
he
he
use the
gonna be
wait,
like, "Where's
wait,
Mark
console
wait.
Cerny?
war.
Oh, he's in the other basement. You in my basement now?" Locks the door.
Wait a minute. So this guy, was he Asian or something?
Oh,
I don't know who he is.
Oh,
I don't know.
I thought you were
He
saying
could
like
be
the
a white
developer was
guy. I'm not
Asian.
sure. I don't know.
Because if he's not Asian, Jeff Keighley ain't gonna touch him.
Nah,
No, but
but
what's gonna happen
but
with that quantum error is they're gonna be using this console war. Like you said, it's gonna backfire, and then PlayStation fanboys gonna be talking shit about it.
they ain't gonna put the
Yeah,
PlayStation.
let that game come out trash. I'm
Yeah, you
telling
better
you,
hope
let
it
that
ain't
game come
trash.
out
Yeah,
trash.
Look how
if it
low.
come out
Look how
trash, man,
low
it's
they
gonna be
had
a
to go.
whole shitstorm.
nah, but you know
Look
what?
how
It is,
look
but
how low they had to go for this bullshit ass game. Look, they went low. They went into the trenches.
look, the ponies that we know are like crazy. They over here talking about they want to support the game, even though they know it looks trash. They want to support that game, and it's not, and they gotta pay for that shit. Who knows how much? Now, granted, listen, if these guys make some money off of these ponies for being stupid, you know what? I can't
He
even
gonna do it.
be mad. I can't even be mad at
Yeah,
them. I gotta just be like, more
yeah.
power to y'all. Y'all played the game. These motherfuckers bought y'all game, and y'all won
Yeah,
that way.
get the money back.
Because nobody else was caring about your game. So shit. I mean, if you
Fireball,
get money off of these idiots, then hey man.
Fireball said the boys are a diehard fan. Let me read some of these comments.
I bet you one thing
Doc
though.
said, Doc said he gonna end up like Jeff. He gonna end up like Cliffy B. You see what happened with Cliffy B, right? Cliffy B did that same shit with that game that he had, and now look what he said. Oh, I wish I would have made that game. I wish I would have made and put that on the Xbox. Why would you cut off your bread and butter,
Because
nigga? You would.
listen, I look, because even though he's the owner, look, they went by the numbers. Don't get me wrong, and you got to remember those numbers was like 2-1. So it made sense. And PlayStation ain't had no multiplayer games. But the problem is they don't really like the few multiplayer games they buy are only AAA,
Hold
and
on, what
they
game? What game we talking about?
lawbreakers.
Okay.
They don't buy they ain't buying indies like that. They just don't. If it ain't AAA like a Call of Duty or if you can Overwatch or some shit like that, they're not really fucking with it like that. They just don't. So you assuming that these people would just jump on this game, uh, because you got to remember people still got to pay for it. This isn't Game Pass time. You know what I mean? Like you're not gonna get numbers like freaking High on Life because motherfuckers was like, oh, that's just in Game Pass. Oh, I'm on it. And what happens is because that shit was in Game Pass, everybody had access to it. So then even the motherfuckers that had to pay like on Steam, they just be like, oh shit, well that shit look fire. I'm gonna get on that too. That's how it made all this money. Yeah, people bought it on Xbox too. Those that don't that choose to buy games on there that aren't on Game Pass. That's fine too. But that game made a lot of money through word of mouth. Now, is it going to sell the same on PlayStation? I don't know. It just launched there, and I think on the day it launched, it was like 25 people playing it. Shit was crazy.
What game? What game? What game? I'm lost
High,
in this.
high on life.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, that shit
Mm-hmm.
came out. That shit came out like on Wednesday or some shit. It was
No, it
like
came out
somebody.
last Sunday. It
That's
was a
right. That's
shadow
right. It was during some
shadow drop.
show.
Yeah, it was a shadow drop.
Yeah, no, it was, but it was like they had some show or something. They were showing
Yeah.
the
It
new
was at
DLC High on
what
Life.
you call it? It was at I think it was at Comic-Con. It was one of them.
Yeah, there you go, Comic Con. They showed that, and they showed 25 people playing that shit on PS5. You know what I mean? And it's because it wasn't in PlayStation Plus. It wasn't in their service. So, now I would have done the same. I don't know, but I know it would have did better than 25 if it was in pay. It would have been at least 1,000, at bare minimum 1,000.
You
You know
know
what I mean?
what?
So
You know what? Now that you say it in a PlayStation store, I think if they would have they might would have had a better chance of putting it in that PlayStation store if they didn't. If they did put it in there and this the result, then that means that it was never going to make no money anyway for Sony.
And they should have put it in
Nah, I'll
PlayStation
tell you one
Plus.
thing
That's what they
though.
should have done.
If that Quantum Error game don't sell, I bet you they're gonna be quick to put that bitch on Xbox.
listen, man, if I was that Quantum
Hmm.
Well,
Era
they said it's
people,
supposed to be
I'll
coming to
be
Xbox.
listen.
They
I
just said
would
it's gonna
be
take a little longer
Yeah,
to
but I
get
bet you they're
together.
gonna speed that process up
listen. I
and
would
put it
be
on
begging.
Xbox.
I'd beg Sony day and night to get that shit on PlayStation Plus. I'd beg them because that shit's gonna be rough. Then you ain't gonna get that many suckers to buy that shit. You might get 200,000 maybe. But outside of that, I don't see that many suckers paying full price to play that shit. Not the
I,
way it
Yeah,
currently
because
looks
that
now, unless
gameplay
that shit
wasn't
gets
looking it.
not unless that game gets drastically overhauled. That shit is a step away from motherfuckers running
you know,
around in the T pose. Like, I mean, come on, man.
yo, this is what
Yeah,
I think.
man, and they said that was Unreal Engine 5. Kiss my ass.
You know what?
Yeah.
This is one game. This is one game right here, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, that I hate to see it, but I think a lot of motherfuckers will play it. Not me, but that goddamn cat game walking around and shit. They put that shit in Game Pass. I hate to say it, a lot of motherfuckers will play that shit, and it will do better on the Xbox. I realized a lot of games that Sony has, it, let's say third party game or whatever, and Sony play it and it doesn't do well. Soon as they put that shit in Game Pass, it's just, that shit, as Vodka like to say, is the gateway drugs. That shit does some numbers, even if it's not a lot of numbers as big as they would like it to be, but it would be a whole much. It would be a lot bigger than what the numbers Sony had for that Game Pass. I'm sorry, that's a reckon to be fucking with for real. That shit crazy.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, I can't see how I keep saying to myself, I don't understand how people don't want to play that game in a PlayStation store, but for some reason they don't want to. I don't. But I'm supposed to be gamers. We play this, we play that. Why y'all not playing this game?
Because those are Walmart Virgin gamers.
I don't understand that. Y'all like all these great games and stuff, but them games is not selling like. How can y'all be stuck on third party games like that? Like y'all said, they cried about fucking Call of Duty, Microsoft getting Activision, but like come on, like that's sad that you really willing to quick to go play a third party game than saying that you play these bangers that y'all supposed to have, or the banger that y'all talking about are the third party games. That's what it seemed like to me. It seemed like the only bangers that they having are third party games, and that's sad. Come on, it don't have to do as numbers as Call of Duty or any other third party game. These exclusives don't have to do that. Even a second party game don't have to do that. But it should do. It should be able to do enough. I'm expecting to see 10 million or 15 million on next gen, just on a PlayStation. It may not have to do what Microsoft do with their games and stuff like that, but goddamn, do something. Like damn, I'm tired of seeing this 1 million, 2 million that y'all talking about is the shit. And you're right, it ain't nothing but shit. Like I don't understand that. Y'all play games, we'll do it. Y'all need to get mad at y'all gamer at the gamers in your ecosystem. That's what y'all need to do. And for that game to come out shadowing and what that most thing like a hush, that they should have amped that up. I'm sorry.
That's
Sony
why.
should
That's why they were scared to do a multiplayer game, man. Shit, nobody plays their first party exclusives like that. So how would they be able to keep a multiplayer game alive when barely anybody play it?
Mm-hmm.
that's
With
fucked
all
up.
these games as a service game Sony making, they
You
about
need
to
a
find out the
player. You
hard
need a
way.
player base for that. You
Yeah.
see,
Sony about
one
to
free
find
to
out the
play
hard
game
way. Damn.
just announced they were shutting down their servers in like November because
But
nobody
you know
was
what they
playing
need?
it.
You know what they need to do? They need to get all these so-called market analysts or advertising motherfucker that said that they are. Go work for Sony and help them the fuck out, like I said earlier. I don't want to hear none of them sucker ass niggas say anything about they got this and this degree for marketing and they can't go over there and help Sony.
Yeah, because, listen, man. Like again, the guys that constantly push them sales talks. You know, I've been saying this for a while. Like that shit doesn't matter, bro. Like if when Xbox is coming out telling you, uh, like play the game on Game Pass, but
What
you
the
turn
hell?
around and I don't know, is that Bone? I don't know,
Amy, that's
but he's like saying play the game on Game Pass, right? And it's like, well, you know, and you turn, well, what? Well, you don't want me to buy it? It's like, yo, if Xbox is telling you buy the game on Game Pass, obviously that's the way they feel they make the most money. Why? Because they make it off of the numbers, bro. It's like that. That's how they sell. That's how they sell with um their subscription not only to us but the fucking to the devs. They're like, look, all these people like this many people got played the game on Game Pass. Therefore, now you can you know at least estimate of somewhere around this range, depending on the type of game you have, that this many eyeballs is going to play the game, right? So you get the deals there, and they got all the advertisement deals that they get, all the perks and all that shit. You know, it's like if Microsoft is saying I'm good, do it this way. I don't understand why motherfuckers still crying about. But what about the devs, motherfucker? They paying them niggas. Like what the fuck? Like what is wrong with you?
I look at it like this. I look at it like this. If they feel that goddamn strongly about what about the dev, well, motherfucker, you pay the dev then. Not only that you paid your $70 for that goddamn game, pay an extra fucking $70 and send a check to the motherfucker. Then if you weren't about them so goddamn much,
But that's
fuck
but
that.
yes, yeah, but that's the whole thing too. It's like, damn, if you feel that strongly, why aren't you buying every DLC? Why aren't you buying every cosmetic? Oh well, that's too
You
much
know
money.
why?
Just
Because
shut
they
the
bank
fuck
account,
up.
They bank account don't reflect their feelings, motherfucker.
Is that my fellow hold the line, brother?
Yo, you
Yeah,
already
'cause
fucking know. Let me say something, man. You know, you know. I always cap a little bit, but I be out in these streets with these devs. First of all, every fucking developer don't get a check up front.
no, everybody get a different deal. Yeah, because it with the
Everybody get a
publisher,
different
right?
deal.
Yep.
Facts. Some people like let's go in. Let's talk indies, right? Yo, first of all, shout out to you motherfuckers, man. Shout out to everybody. Shout out to 100% me the link. But I'm gonna say this. First of all, this is what these Twitter motherfuckers don't understand. Everybody think they know what they talking about because they got an opinion. Opinions don't mean shit if you don't know what you talk about. First of all, every deal on Game Pass does not come from Microsoft cut the check. When you got a smaller developer on a game that's unproven, right? Which was 99% of the gaming market. We know some websites work off of commercials, right? And advertisements, and some websites overseas work off of retention. How much people log on, read the articles, and stay focused. They get paid from that, right? Game Pass is the same way. If you want to support a dev, a smaller dev, let's say Seafood, right? Seafood was on PlayStation, and when it came to Xbox, they said, listen, they wasn't allowed to advertise it on Xbox because PlayStation cut that deal with the developer. They lost money on PlayStation. But when they came to Xbox, people that played the game and stayed with it, they get paid for how many people played the game and if they stayed connected to playing the game, right? It's called retention, right? It's like YouTube. 100 to tell you, we get emails from YouTube to say, well, you got 100 views, right? You can get 100 views, but you got 900. You got 99 people that stayed and watched a video. If a 5 minute video, they stay for 4 minutes and 40 seconds. They're getting paid by retention, right? Then you got deals from third party that's big games like Yakuza Like a Dragon. They get upfront money because they're proven company, right? So
Mm-hmm.
everybody's deal is different. So when people say, "Oh, Game Pass don't support the devs," this is why when I do my interviews, I always ask a smaller developer, "Are you on Game Pass? Is this game gonna be introduced?" And they always say, "We wish we had a Game Pass deal." So when you get these people out there talking crazy, "Oh, you're not supporting the dev," stupid motherfucker, you don't even know what it takes to even cut these deals.
Yeah.
You don't know.
Well,
Everybody thinks they get checks up front. They're not gonna pay a company that made Dead Cells, right, $5 million. That game ain't gonna make $5 million, but you can make $1 million with a retention deal, right? So
yeah.
this is the problem with people in social media. They think because they have an opinion that their shit is valued. But if you really take a step back and learn or talk to somebody in the industry, you get to know that Game Pass is a win-win situation. I'm gonna bring up something that's crazy. Disney Plus came out. Disney, right?
Mm-hmm.
They was on fire the first year. 200 million plus. I said Netflix is gonna win. Oh, you bugging. They got Marvel, they got Star Wars, and this and Pixar. I said, you guess what? They don't got original shows. People's like, let me you bugging. Let me explain it. Let me say my point. You got Netflix. They got African movies, Chinese movies, Japanese movies, South Korean movies, Russian movies, European movies, American movies. They're getting series, movies from all different aspects. They're bringing in more content. Anybody on the internet combined. Who's winning right now? Disney Plus caught fire, right? But who is still the number one subscription-based service? Netflix. And
Yep.
that's why Game Pass is going to win because they're bringing in
I thought he,
everybody.
I thought he was talking about me and shit. I was all happy and shit. But go ahead.
No, they're bringing in everybody from all different avenues. Okay, you'll say,
Being diverse.
right. So you'll say, okay, look, MLB The Show. I buy MLB The Show on PlayStation every year, right? But now it's on Game Pass. What was the most successful um MLB The Show first time it hit Game Pass?
Yep.
Hmm.
You see, and people go, "You're not supporting the devs. You got Game Pass. Stupid. They got their check up front." But when you get a smaller game like Dead Cells or that Korean game that they try to ridicule my man 100 for when he said it was a Japanese game, it was a Chinese game. But how many people played that game and stayed with it? They got paid for you playing the game. You keep playing it, Microsoft keep cutting the check. And that's what people don't get. This is why social media is a plus and a negative, because you give the idiot dudes who can't even do their own taxes a voice. So
Yeah, I
everybody,
mean,
yeah, I'm
because
sorry.
Lemon, no, we just saw, what was it, Sea of Stars just got announced for PlayStation Plus. What was all the support the dev shit there? If
Facts,
subscription
facts,
services is
facts.
so bad, all of a sudden it goes to PlayStation. Nobody, they didn't mention support the devs not one time. Not
Not one time.
Dreamcast guy, not MBG. None of these
First,
guys
no,
that say
no,
support
no,
the devs.
no,
None of these
no.
dudes said that shit.
I'm gonna stop you. We don't call that dude by his name. His name is Pizza Face Guy.
All right, piece of face.
Pizza Face Guy.
And nigga got sperm on his face. It don't matter even if they was educated or well diverse
But
on
no, they still gonna
on
promote
that.
what they want.
Right.
Facts,
No,
Flex.
no, they still gonna hate. They just for the love of God, I have no reason why they still want to have something to hate about Game Pass. It's always been, if Sony or whatever is not doing that. That's why I say, people are mad because Microsoft, or every last console Microsoft had, let's I always say this, had better fucking features. It did. I'm sorry, it just had better fucking
Okay.
features. And they are mad at that. And instead of getting mad at us, I said before, you need to get mad at Sony. Tell
Yep.
Sony that shit. If you want the same shit that we got, you make Sony give you. Don't bring that shit to us. Keep that shit and tell Sony that. But
Fact.
they don't. They don't. It's like they fucking afraid of Sony. They sucking their dick so hard, they're afraid to say, "Can I breathe?"
Say it
I
with
don't
me.
get it.
SSD niggas, Sony sucking dick niggas. Oh, my bad. Not supposed to say that word.
No, it's okay. I
You
made a
good
white
now.
ketchup joke about sucking Sony dick earlier.
We good. You good. Too late now.
Ooh.
Too late now. The shit is already done out. How you gonna say
But
you
this,
ain't
but
supposed to say it? You already done said it.
this is what kills me, right? Like, like, I'm tired of these fake ass locker room lawyers preaching the word that's not the
That's what
truth,
I
right?
said.
Everybody want to promote their narrative, and
Hang on, let me
so
say that shit again. That shit.
everybody try to promote their narrative. But I'm gonna say this. I
Oh,
always say
The locker room, Lord.
locker room lawyers, facts. But I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this, and y'all all know I always say this. When you tweet shit out, it reflects your fucking intelligence. You see how smart motherfuckers are not. They're not that smart, and we have to keep our boots on their neck to show these motherfuckers they not that smart. But let's be real here. These dudes can't even file their own taxes, but they talk about a $1 trillion company. Dudes got child support issues, but they talk about a $1 trillion company. Man, fuck these dudes. Get your life right. Start worrying about these companies that you can't even afford to buy a car wrapped in their name. You feel me? Like, stop worrying about their money, man. Stop worrying about the ABK deal. You know why the ABK deal was talked about? Because this is the biggest entertainment deal in history. History. I don't care if Microsoft get ABK. What I care about is certain games surviving. You don't want Activision to fail and Call of Duty go out. You don't want Diablo to fall through the hole. We all play these games, right? So when these dudes and they mad and say, "Yo, I'm not buying Call of Duty because I'm not giving Xbox my money." Are you fucking serious?
But you gotta realize they probably never get. They probably ain't even played Call of Duty. They probably was one
No,
of the ones
facts,
that wasn't on Call of Duty
facts.
hard body.
Yo,
They
facts.
probably was
That's
a
a fact.
casual with it. Played it every now and then. So I mean,
Mm-hmm.
like fuck them. Like
Mm-hmm.
you, that's why I
Mm-hmm.
always say, like that's why I say, man. Well, listen here, to Colin and all the motherfucker IGN. Fuck all you niggas. I hope all y'all lose y'all fucking job. Because what you're telling me is that instead of letting Microsoft help out another company that can continue on making games, you don't give a fuck if they do put that game on your on every other platform. You mean to tell me you'd rather see all this sexual allegations, racism, and all that bullshit continue
Right,
on?
right.
That don't make fucking sense. Fuck you, and I hope you lose your fucking job then.
Yo,
Because
Flip.
that's exactly what you telling me.
Let me tell you.
What's the
Let
word
me
they've
tell you.
been what's the words they've been using? Consolidation.
Yeah.
How
Yeah, yeah,
Microsoft is going to
facts.
consolidate the industry.
Yeah, but
Yep.
let me tell you. Let me tell you this, because I'm gonna get out of here after this. Let me do. I'm gonna ask y'all a question, and I want anybody to answer. What is the most important situation with the ABK deal? Can anybody give me a real answer to why the ABK deal is so important?
Mobile.
Me, I think
Mobile.
that ABK hits everything Microsoft is trying to strive for: mobile, PC, and console.
Yep.
Okay, who's next?
I just said it. You said the same shit that he just said.
Okay,
Mobile.
okay. I'm gonna tell you what the most important deal about this with the ABK deal. First
Go
of
ahead.
all, first of all,
Uh,
when you're a developer, you have no protection. You have no rights. Everything
Union.
is
Wow.
right. It's about the union.
Union.
You know, a lot of
Forgot to
a
say that.
lot of these a lot of these major companies didn't want Microsoft to win because you got developers making 40,000 a year. They do not own a game. They just work in and do their job in the game. They make 40,000, possibly 50 sometimes.
And them
You know,
unions, huh?
the
Right.
union is the most important part of this deal because now they're getting medical benefits, they're getting negotiations with salary. It's so
Hmm.
much bigger than what this fucking fake ass social media try to promote about everything else. But that when you have the three major unions in the United States back in the deal, we talk about fair rights. How many times since gaming been around, we hear developers treated like slaves, pretty much, right?
That dirty.
Yeah,
That dirty
crazy,
with a lot of
crazy work
companies now.
hours and all that shit.
That's a
Yeah.
lot.
Right,
No, a lot of companies is like that. That's a lot of companies.
right. The most important part of this deal is Microsoft being who they are, saying, listen, we will accept unions. Three unions, the three major unions in the United States, back the deal. Um, that's why Lena Khan got smoked like that, right? In Congress, because you know, you sound like a fucking buffoon. This is a legendary situation. This is not just about Call of Duty and oh, I'm a PlayStation pony and I don't want them to get it. This is way beyond that. This is medical benefits. This is dentals. This is retirement plans. This is fucking. Yo, listen,
Yeah,
it's
but I
bigger
mean,
than that.
you know what it is.
Don't they have a current don't they got a current strike with like the writers and the actors and shit right now?
Yes, and they going through it now.
Mm-hmm.
Facts. So what I'm saying
Yep.
is, with Microsoft, a $1 trillion company, accepting unions, Sony like fuck that. You know they're a Japanese company. They don't believe in unions in Japan. No sir. That's a United States thing, right? Apple's like shit. Now we gotta accept unions, but they don't give a fuck because they treat their employees good. So adopting unions to that shit, it's like, look, Amazon treat their people good, and they started to vote for a union, and the employee said we don't need a union because Amazon good, right? But look at FedEx. FedEx ain't got no union. You make one mistake on a day, you can get fired, but you don't get fired from UPS. They got
Nah,
Teamsters, right?
yeah, they
So
do.
I'm telling you, that is the most important part. Fuck everybody's console war shit. Fuck all that. That don't mean nothing. The most important part of this deal is the unionization and the equalization, the sexism kicked out the door. That is the most important shit with this deal. Not everybody from I don't want it to have it. I don't want shut the fuck up. You want protection on your job. You have to
Yeah,
protect
because like that's why I didn't agree with what Colin said because he was saying like, well, once the ABK deal goes through, the a lot of people wouldn't would just leave and shit. But I'm like, not if you ain't got a union job now.
facts. But look, let me go. I just wanted to say that point. I'm gonna holler at y'all later. Stay awesome, y'all. Stay
All
awesome.
right,
All
all right, my
right.
brother.
All right, man.
Watch out for the dildo bandit. But go ahead.
You stupid. But yeah, man. Yo, that shit crazy, man. Yo, a lot of these guys, man, like they're full of shit because they only talk one way, and they only see it one way. Xbox bad, PlayStation good. They have all the excuses in the world if PlayStation doesn't do something right. All the excuses, bro. The hoops these motherfuckers will jump through, because because something involves PlayStation that's bad, bro. Like even with the pedophile dude, when those motherfuckers were trying to defend why PlayStation didn't see this shit coming and all that bullshit, it's like, just admit the shit. Like y'all motherfuckers always be capping for shit
I don't understand how
because
come this. That's what the thing. Hey, I said that before. Like, yo, telephone that shit. Yo, listen. Why you think Sony really on separate the PlayStation division from that? All that heat they've been catching. All that fucking heat. So they like, fuck it. We might as well just separate this shit. Sony has a lot of fucking fucked up heat shit that's going on. And I'm saying Sony within Sony. Fuck Sony, fuck the PlayStation. Within Sony, all that racist shit that came out. Come on, man. They can't deal with that. They can't deal with that type of shit. Like you going in court talking about they trying to steal the game away from it. Wait a minute, ain't you the one that be having all of these sexual shit going on, motherfucker, trying to get little kids and they basement so they can give them a fucking frozen pop suit in their back pocket? Nah, they have to separate that shit. Sony was under heat. Not only that, what about all the lawsuits that they were going through? But like you say, they damage control for that, and I don't understand it. Instead of saying, "Damn, that's fucked up," Sony need to get better on that
yeah,
shit. Crazy,
How
man.
can you be surprised when they got something like the SSD, man? You shouldn't be surprised.
Shit crazy. I'm just talking about as a fucking human being. Like, yo, why would you want somebody? Excuse me. Why would you want somebody to go through that? Like these motherfuckers. That's why I say, yo, man, y'all think I be bullshitting though, even though I be saying in a charismatic way, like, yo, the motherfuckers is weird, dog. They do all kinds of weird shit that you don't see Xbox guys do. Xbox, and I'm not saying that ain't no weird Xbox do, which it probably is, but listen, it's not on the level with Sony and them doing.
nah,
That shit is crazy. Like, yo, I never, like, yo, what the listen here, I'm not saying that there ain't never been nobody like that back in the day with games and shit. But now that you got social media and these motherfuckers showing that they doing this crazy shit, like yo, like what the fuck? Where the fuck they do that
like
at?
like I remember I was listening to a Marlon game and freaking his podcast when he started banging on the table. That shit. I was sitting in the car with my daughter, and she was watching me listen to this guy, and he goes blah blah blah, and bangs on the table, and she's like, "Oh my gosh, why is he so angry?" I said, "Because he's a pony. He don't like video games. he
Oh, I
only likes PlayStation." She was like, "But he should like games all from everybody. Why would he only like PlayStation games?" I was like, "Baby, that I can't. That is a question for
It's
him. I
sad.
don't
It's
know."
sad when how old is your daughter? Like 6?
She's 5.
She 5. It's crazy how your 5-year-old daughter got more sense than these people, man. That's crazy.
Hey man, listen, man. When you let shit like that take over your mind, you know what I mean? Like I don't know what to tell
You
you.
become a
Like
different breed. You mutate into an animal and shit.
You right?
yeah, nah, it's madness, bro. It's madness. These ponies, they got some shit, man. These motherfuckers they need Jesus. They need to go to church tomorrow.
They need to be rehabilitated for real. I'm being serious. Them ponies, they need to be rehabilitated. Cause that shit don't make no sense for them to act like that. Like, bro, like what? Like my man, we are. Like I said, I know I say some crazy. I just say shit people want to hear, and thinking that the shit get a little couple, chuckle or whatever. But these ponies are serious about this shit, man. They remind me of them what the motherfucker, them doomsday people, them motherfucker that be sitting up there, be gearing up and shit. At the end of the world here.
Doomsday prepares.
Yeah. Well, y'all know what I'm talking about. Cause I'm like, yo, like, but they bitches. So how the fuck y'all ready for war or ready to overthrow the fucking gaming government when y'all all bitches and y'all scared? Y'all can't even say it to Sony, but y'all ready? Yeah, we ready to fight these you ready to fight Microsoft, but you're not even ready to stand up to Sony and tell them like, can we please stop getting these bullshit?
Nah, well, because they don't mind being sexually abused. You know what I mean?
Right about that.
Like let's be honest. A lot of those ponies was sitting there looking at that dude trying to solicit that 15-year-old boy. He was like, damn, why that nigga ain't come knock at my door? I would have gave him everything he wanted. Damn, he got caught out there. He should have came seen me. But like I've been sucking Sony's dick for a long time, and I ain't, I want to do this shit for real now. I want to get off the bench. I want to be a bottom bitch for
All right,
real.
I see y'all guys. So I gotta make my final preparations and shit before this trip. So I'll see y'all later.
All right, good brother. Be safe.
All
All
right.
right, bro.
Later, man.
That's the truth, man. A lot of them motherfuckers was jealous. They was like, damn,
You know,
so I ain't gonna get a chance. They out here busting niggas before I can get a
you know
chance to
what?
get what I want. I want
You
that white ketchup.
You know what, Live? You said something that makes sense. Maybe Sony not giving them what they want because they not making Sony bust. Maybe they sucking Sony dick bad. They sucking Sony dick so bad, Sony can't even bust. So Sony just keep giving them whatever the fuck they want to give them. You're just sucking
No,
my
they
dick
keep
good
giving
enough, but
Sony
you're
all
not.
teeth. That's what it is.
Yeah, you sucking my dick good enough, but not good enough to bust. So I'm gonna just give you this. Here, take this. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe they not sucking their dick right.
Yeah, and I
And
buying
they
these
and they
Yeah,
games,
and they
possibly.
man.
and they mad that Microsoft. They mad that Microsoft ain't doing that shit. Like, nah. We sucking your dick, and you're not giving us nothing because you ain't sucking my dick right, bitch. I'm not busting. I'm trying to get that white ketchup in your mouth, and you still ain't doing it right. You using your teeth too goddamn much.
Oh, oh,
yeah, but that should be crazy, man. Yo, Flip, you getting Remnant too?
Shit. Yeah, I think I am. I think I am gonna get it. I think I am gonna get it.
Yeah, I'm
Cause I
playing
was
that
looking
shit
at
right
that shit.
now.
I was looking at the trailer and all that shit. I was looking at how that shit
Nah,
moves.
nah, that shit is that. Yeah, I
I
play
seen
it
you getting.
on.
I think you getting fucked up by that robot. That's what the fuck I saw.
Nah, I got fucked up. Like they got like every world has its own bosses. Like they all look different. So like in like that labyrinth world, everybody looks like a fucking block and shit. And I'm in some like fucked up like fire, like it's not fire world. It looks like some like medieval shit, but like the whole world is on fire. So a bunch of like burnt corpses is coming after me. This shit crazy. And then you got plant-like creatures that I fought in my first world. So every world is different. But the game is like the story is whatever. I don't really give a fuck about that. But the gameplay is hard.
Some games are just action based. That's all.
Yeah, I mean it has a story. I'll just be skipping that shit. Cause I'm just worried about playing. Most of the time we in a party anyway. You know what I mean? So I'm talking over that shit anyway. But this shit's pretty good, man. That shit's pretty good. I'm enjoying the shit out of it. But I like that it has co-op too. Like that's a big help for it. Because some of this shit is hard. Like, man, I was about to give up on the last boss. Like, man, that motherfucker was like the two flying orbs. And this was like I would get down to like getting his life all the way down. All of a sudden, I'm getting shot in the back. I'm like, what the fuck? Or some bullshit that happened where like I'll get hit by a beam that I tried to roll out of the way, but I forgot to shoot the fence down, so now I'm stuck and I get fucking blasted by some like looking like some photon beam. I'm like, God damn it. I died like at least 8-10 times, where the life was like down to a smidget. And I was like, oh, but that's how them games be. Like sometimes if you don't kill that boss in that first couple of go rounds, you'd be sitting there for an hour fighting that nigga. Like, oh my god, how many times I'm gonna get this motherfucker down and he just fucking come up with the wind out of nowhere. Yeah, but I gotta upgrade my weapon. I gotta figure out how to salvage weapons because I got weapons I don't even fucking use, but I don't know how to salvage them shit so I can get buy some other shit. But nah, the game is pretty good, man. The game is pretty good, man. It's a good week, yo. It's a good week.
What other game we got coming out? It's coming out soon.
The next one is that EA game. I don't know if I'm getting it or not, but the Immortals one. Immortals. I think it comes out the 20th of August.
I think don't Lies of P come out pretty soon?
That's September. That's like
September. Okay.
that's like the 27th of September or something like that.
Oh, so when did Immortals come out again?
I think Immortals comes out August 20th.
I might wait for that to come to Game Pass. I don't know.
Yeah, I think I am too. I got so many games, bro. I ain't beat Diablo yet, so I really don't need to.
So I'm waiting for that for Game Pass too. Shit.
And I just got freaking what was the other game? I just bought the what's the name of this game? This game is way better than it should be. It's on sale too. I was playing it with my daughter. Some Meerkat game or some shit. Damn, I don't want to turn it on. Go to home. Is this shit called Lami? It looks like it plays just like it's 2D side scroller platformer shit. But it plays well, man. It's a pretty good game. And my daughter, she get a kick out of that shit. And that Hi-Fi Rush, she loves some Hi-Fi Rush. But yeah, we was playing that and some SpongeBob. The go-kart race. The Nickelodeon go-kart game. We was playing that shit.
All right, so we about to hit 2 hours.
You gotta go green in your car, Bob. You gotta go green.
Yeah.
You gotta go green.
We got some green.
I think you gotta go green.
Oh.
Like how I got my joint green all in the goddamn car. Motherfucker grill you, man. I told you gotta go green like me. You gotta go green, baby. Everything green in the car.
Well, my colors on Xbox are actually purple.
You gotta go green, baby. You can't talk that shit to me like that.
Yeah. But man, we see y'all next week. Man, we had a little good. We had a little
3-hour podcast this week, huh?
Yeah, it wasn't supposed to.
Hey man, sometimes it be like that, you know, man.
Yeah, it's flowing, so yeah.
I'm on this new medicine, so I'm kind of being a little nicer.
Yeah, hey man, I was on drugs too. That's why I came in late, man. I was up. I was like, yeah, I'm about to get on this podcast. I took this NyQuil because my daughter got everybody in the house sick. Y'all know how that should be. Now I woke up. I was like, God damn, what the fuck? I passed out dumb quick. That's all shit. Fucking NyQuil got me. I was sitting there taking night.
I woke up late too. I fell asleep. Woke up like
because I was like, I'm good.
That's how I am.
You thought you was good, right?
Yeah, I was good until I wasn't.
You was good until you woke up. Like, hold up. That's how you was. You thought you was good.
Yeah, that's how it be, bro.
That shit is off the wall, man. But we about to get out of here, man. Y'all want to come in here the after hour show? Jump in our Xbox phone fucking party.
Yeah, I'm telling you, Flip, you gotta get this shit. This shit is fire.
Yeah.
What?
I'm telling you, I'm giving a shout out to all you ponies that makes a Sony make that white cream come out.
Hey, Flip.
Yeah.
Kid Smooth, gonna bring your ass back home.
Oh
Yeah, I don't know what
He's
happened.
done. He's done. He's
Well,
done.
I don't know. Well, I don't know